Yeah, boy.
Live.
Welcome to Chaos Chamber. He said, Carl, episode 22 already.
Yes.
Man, that's gone quick. And still so much left to explore in the world. I can't wait. Are you just jumping straight into the recap screen these days, or is there's an in between? I still haven't figured that out.
You know what? What do you want to do? Because I was going to try something different. I was going to just
Ooh,
leave it on Discord, but just show you.
no, that's good. Leave it on Discord. No one needs to see my ugly mug if they don't have to.
Oh no, I isolated you. Don't you worry.
All right, we can do that. That works for me. Have you already done so?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. Uh, then let's go with the recap from last week. So, picking up on your way to the Hissing Minotaur, Griswold very excited about entry, making your way over, entering the door, immediately looking around for a Minotaur, and nothing until he looks in the corner, finding a very tall Minotaur standing there, stiff, stoic, looking off into the distance. As he approached, perhaps looking a little stuffed, before the Minotaur slowly raised his hand out toward Griswold. And as we found out in Echo Chamber, because Siddle was using Mage Hand to lift it. Uh,
Yep.
everyone doesn't get to see Evan's reaction there, but yep, he's pretty excited about it. So finding out it's a stuffed Minotaur actually in the corner has nothing to do with it. Rumors have abounded about Minotaur back in the day, but now it's more of a theme than anything. So spent some time there, got a room. You guys inquired a little bit about the area, tried to find out some background information. Did a lot of questioning. Gathered some additional information. You called in a specialist for the area to see if they knew anything about the patch that you had in hand. Tried to make some contacts, explore a little bit. Brought over Mr. Shepard. Lost his name. I apologize there. Did some exploration there. Talked him out, interrogated a little bit. At which point Warwick decided to take his house, casting suggestion on him and asking him to pass over the deed. Of which Adrian then jumps in and takes it right back. Kind of slaps Warwick's hand a little bit, creating a little inter-party feuding there. So some questions abound moving forward about how that'll be handled. But got a good amount of information. Found out that the two gentlemen that you learned about before that had coordinated the strike against Siddle were occasionally in town, and that he would let you know when they were in there next. And so you guys had some time to kill. Wanted to find out a little bit more about what was south of town with all these ghouls and goblins and other undead creatures that were making their way around the ruins. So you guys took a long rest, and in the morning decided to set out to the south of town and do a little exploration. As you did so, Adrian using the Rod of the Vonendod and casting it and getting a ping about a mile off. So sending you guys on some exploration, decided to head over and check it out. On your way over, however, as you were most of the way there, ran across some winter wolves that were exploring the territory that you were alerted to. As you guys set up, found those winter wolves were not alone. Two frost giants came up behind them and went into full-on battle. You had just killed the three winter wolves whenever we were finishing up the last session, at which point Griswold decided to cast command on one of the frost giants and succeeded, asking them to approach. At which point it appears they went into a rage. And that is where we will pick up this session at the start of the next round. And there is the last party member. We got a full team. I'm excited. So with that, everybody, welcome to Chaos Chamber. All right. So in the battle, let me move you guys back over to the screen.
Oh, he's gone. We had ever.
We had everyone in and out. His is later on, right before Griswold. We got some time. So picking up at the beginning of the turn order with Reed. Just an FYI, the other frost giant that was fleeing, despite the fact that he's off the battle map, is just off the battle map, approximately here, about 10 feet. So you can still see him in the physical realm.
Got it. No.
And as you recall,
Eric.
what's that?
Eric says no, his internet's too bad.
All right. Understood, Eric. Live to fight another day.
Maybe. Give
We
it a
hope. All right. So Reed, you get to go first.
Yeah, I'm
You are currently hidden behind the rock wall.
gonna use my longbow and attack the one that is on screen.
Okay.
I forget, did we determine that that counts for sneak attack?
Yes, you did hide, so you get sneak attack.
Tread
17 to hit.
Way off in the chat. Give me 1 second. I forgot to pull these guys up. I don't have their character sheets ready to go. Bad GM.
Even on time.
What's
Yeah.
that?
I said you were even roughly on time.
I know. You know, a lot going on back here. Okay, 17 to hit. That will hit.
Okay, so 21 points of damage to pink. Right?
Sneak attack plus piercing. Yes, 21 points of damage as you pop out from once again behind the wall, firing the longbow, catching him right underneath the plate on his shoulder, into the bicep. 21 points. He is not happy about it, but doesn't seem to hurt him much because it's numb. So he thinks nothing of it. Good. Moving, hiding. What else you want to do, Reed? Say that, Ryan?
I'll attempt to stealth back into hiding.
All right. Go ahead and give me a stealth check when you can.
21.
Okay. You appear to be pretty well hidden, as far as you can tell.
I'm always hidden.
Where are you at? Okay. Good deal. Amrook.
Ooh,
It's stealthing up around the corner.
can I can't see the guy behind the fog cloud, right?
You cannot. That fog cloud's still in place.
And
Unable
the
to be
other
seen.
guy, you said we could see, but I don't see him
Yeah,
on
I'll
the map right now. Just for reference.
tell you what. Let me just pull him onto the screen, even though he's slightly over, but it will give you the reference point.
Okay.
So he is about, actually 10 feet further over, so just off screen.
So, okay.
Couldn't get much closer.
Yeah, no.
If you desire, I can extend the map and draw some lines in there if you wanted to flank or come in from the north. So you certainly have the ability to move off map if you'd like.
No, we're good. Amrook is going to hold his position and take the dodge action and tunnel fighter as his bonus action.
Dodge and tunnel, all right. Good, good, good. Winter Wolf is dead. He is out of the turn order. So the Frost Giant that was called forth by Griswold, eyes now red, seems to be a little bit more muscular than it was before, flexing and then grinning as he does so, staring Griswold down. He looks down at his body that is fighting him, and you hear, "What is this?" As slowly his leg starts to move forward, one step at a time. He's fighting it, trying to push back, but not able to do so. Creeping towards you before he finally just accepts his fate and kind of leans into it a little bit.
Come on, big boy.
So, gets within 5 feet of you. That is now gone. I'm going to move the Winter Wolf just so it's in our way. he still has some
Let's do it.
movement left, but not able to attack. So he is going to rearrange himself here a bit, and his turn is over. Winter Wolf is also dead.
God damn,
Warwick.
that's a lot.
Oh, alrighty. I am going to. Gonna move here, and I'm gonna hold my action to cast levitate. I want to use it on an incoming boulder, similar to what I did last time. So if I see a boulder like coming off like side of the screen or anything like that from maybe that giant that's over there, that's what I want to use it on.
Okay. So any boulders within range? What's your levitate range here?
I think it's yeah. Let me check here because it's from my E.
Yep, 60 feet. Okay. Now, who cast Fog Cloud? Remind me again.
He did.
That was me.
All right, so Fog Cloud drops then whenever you can't cast Levitate with his concentration.
Okay.
That dissipates. You guys now get full view of the other Frost Giant off in the distance as well.
Does it dissipate, or does it dissipate when you cast levitate?
When he casts... Oh, well, it's readied, so I guess it wouldn't... There we go. You're right, so I guess it wouldn't go up yet,
It was more of a
however...
question. I should have saved it for Echo Chamber. My fault.
No, that's a great question, and I would say he hasn't done anything yet. Now, because he loses a spell slot, he's technically concentrating on trying to cast a spell. I would say it would be gone by next turn, whether he uses Levitate or not.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good point.
Yeah, I'll let it ride through this turn, and one way or the other. If it's triggered, it'll be a little sooner. If not triggered, by next turn, whenever it dissipates, whenever the spell slot is lost, it dissipates. And then you're not actually losing a spell slot because it's casted from your Saturn, correct?
Correct.
But it would still be an action used on the Saturn. Okay. Anything else for Warwick? Any movement? Any adjustments?
That is it.
All right. The Frankster.
Frankie Poo. Frankie Poo.
Frankie
5,
Poo.
10, 15, 20, 25. So this is I want to save this for maybe a later discussion. I was reading about mounted combatants, and so technically Griswold is large. Technically, a mount has to be. It's supposed to be a size larger, but for me to get something that's larger than me, his rating would be too high. Can we make Can we make Frank a large tiger, but not change his AC or other statistics?
So I've been giving you a pass on that one. I knew the rule since early on. We were letting you have the mount. I'm going to leave it as it is, only to backdate it. So I don't want to change the dynamics of the being a large creature, because it will change some play. So I'm okay with, for the time, Frank has a special exception that he is, as we've handled it for this portion of this game, that you have been able to mount him. He's a super strong tiny tiger with his celestialness.
Yep. All right. Well, he's going to then he's going to try to ankle bite this frost giant.
All right.
Where is my dude? What in the? Oh, this again. Okay. All right.
Oh, it's not working on you again?
Yeah, I'll change it in a sec. So it's 14 to hit. 14 because I get a +5.
14 to hit.
Yep.
Does not hit. As he's doing so, the frost giant just kind of leans back and kicks his heel into Frank as he attempts to bite.
That's rude. Frank's just gonna growl at him and yeah, stay there. Oh wait, he gets advantage because I'm across from him, right?
That is true.
Shit. Hold
Gun
on.
roll with advantage.
Let's roll that again. That should definitely hit because it'll be 21.
That will hit. What are you attacking with again? The
It's just biting. It's piercing damage.
fighting piercing damage. Okay.
Yeah, so it's 1d10 plus 3. So 7 points of damage.
So as Frank actually latches on this time, having been kicked back, but manages to latch onto the ankle anyways, the raging muscles of the frost giant seem to be tougher than normal circumstances, and as Frank attempts to bite, unable to pierce the skin of the frost giant whatsoever with his fangs, and just bites onto it, but does 0 points of damage.
How many
Oh, no,
does it
sorry,
take?
half damage. So he takes 3 points of damage.
3.
My apologies. 3.
All right.
So a little bit of piercing, but struggles to pierce into it.
I wish this is like the opposite of Fenrir against the Hulk. It's just like little tiger against big Hulk, and he bites him, and it's like, oh, that's cute. Yeah, Frank's just gonna stay there.
The 3 points of damage, you just see the frost giant look back as he latches into his calf.
That's it.
Okay. So the other frost giant, so he's got to come over 5, so he's moved 10 spots already. At which point he is going to, come on, there we go, adjust. So that's 10 feet to there. There. Yeah. Yeah. So he can get to there, at which point he is going to take a boulder. Does not see Amrook on the other side there, hidden by the bush. Sees Warwick. You see him pick up a boulder, just ripping part of this wall off, and he is going to chuck it at Warwick, at which point Warwick casts Levitate. And I believe there's no check on that, right? We figured that last time. Oh, wait. An unwilling creature is unaffected. Let me read this real quick. I didn't take this into account last time. One creature or loose object of your choice that you can see within range rises vertically up to 20 feet and remains suspended there for the duration. The spell can levitate a target. So that would be a person, an unwilling creature. So this isn't a creature. So there's nothing I can do on a save on this. It is the attack. Okay, cool. I will allow it, in which case you levitate the boulder as it is on its way to you, up 20 feet and out of harm's way. At that point, the fog cloud is going to dissipate. And I will assume, yeah, you're not concentrating and holding this boulder up. We'll say you're holding it up right after it came out of the hand. So it is approximately in this square. Let's do this square right here by the time you caught it. So right by that little broken entryway there. In fact, let's give you a little marker just to note where that boulder is, just in case. And you are concentrating on the boulder. All right. He growls, but his turn is over. Siddle.
Oh, right. What was our ruling on Wall of Fire? It does damage when it first gets set up, too, correct?
Yep, I was maintaining that ruling after I looked at it. It wasn't clear to me. There's some interpretation, but I'm saying that it does damage right off the bat as well.
Okay. think I might wait on that one in any case. I'm going to cast Scorching Ray. I'll send all 3 of them to the one between the pink one, between Frank and Grizz.
All right.
So I need to roll my other 2d6. So I'm just going to roll 4d6 there. So that is a. So do I re-roll the attack roll for each of the 3?
Yep. Make a ranged spell attack for each ray.
Okay.
So the first one is going to miss.
There's the second one of 18.
That will hit.
Okay. 7 points of fire damage, and then the last one of 16 for 10 points of fire damage.
16 will also hit. So 17 total points of damage as 2 of the 3 scorching rays make their mark. The third one just missing up over the shoulder. Yeah, that'll do it. 17 points of damage. You see him kind of boom, boom as both of them come over and hit him right in the chest.
Okay, and can I make it to behind this bush here?
Yes, you managed to slide around the wall, so you have no impedance. So yep.
Okay, and that will conclude my turn.
All right. 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Adrian is up. Does anyone want to play Adrian in particular? And we still have the enlarged Adrian as well. No? All right. I will cover Adrian for the time being. I did not think about him being up. 1 moment. The druid is not easy. I like picking up Reed. Be
It's
cocky, steal some things, fire the bow.
I'd like to hide, please. Okay.
Let's see. He is going to. That's still active. Don't want to do that yet. He's going to sacrifice his enlarge reduce and cast Call Lightning. I think that's what he would do.
That's awesome.
All right, so Storm Cloud appears in the shape of a cylinder 10 feet tall, 60-foot radius. So the Storm Cloud now just wraps around almost the entirety of the battle. Point in the air where the storm clouds would appear. Yep, I can see it. Range. When you cast a spell, choose a point where you can see within range. A bolt of lightning flashes down from the cloud to that point. All right, let's get that taken care of. So 60-foot radius. Holy heck. That's only a
Keegan,
60-foot diameter.
Are most of your spells saving, or is it like are they spell saves against someone else, or do you actually have to roll? Like, cause you don't do a lot of attacks. You do so you're going to be mostly spell saves. Never mind.
I do a lot of manipulation.
Bigger.
Gotcha.
So
Bigger.
She said.
Holy
She did
shit.
say that.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. There we go.
All right. So Gabriel has entered the game.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of thought Gabriel would be tougher.
I want Gabriel with a Vorpal sword.
I like it.
So get
All right,
ready.
we're gonna cover that area. I think that
Oh
would
my
be good.
sweet Jesus.
Yep. Okay, so the storm cloud now forms over your head. You see the dark clouds, the lightning striking within each of them, occasionally lighting up. He is going to choose. Ooh, yeah, we will go with. We're just coming down right on top of green. So dexterity saving throw. A 9, that will not save. Yeah, DC 15. So he is going to take 3d10 of lightning damage, which is 21 points of lightning damage.
Nice.
Okay, just want to make sure I had everything right on that. 21 points of damage. Whew, beating myself up today.
I like it.
And he is now going to shrink because he lost his concentration on that. Back to normal size Adrin. And that is, he is going to take the opportunity to move behind this wall. His turn is done. Griswold. Ask and you shall have. The frost giant has approached.
Yes, sir. Griswold's gonna go ahead and cast. Yeah, it's gonna suck. You see Griswold pull out a dash of holy water, sprinkle it on a shield, and smack it. And he's gonna cast Bless on himself. Hold on. Yep. Okay. Just to make sure. Amrook and Adrin.
I don't know how Eric marks down that you cast Bless, so I'm just writing Bless in here for him.
And he's gonna look at this frost giant and say, in giant, he's going to say, "You will die like your brothers," and stare at him. And
Okay. Go ahead and give me an intimidation check while you're at it.
I like it.
all right.
And he grabs me by the wiener.
Ooh.
What
Pretty
unnatural one?
solid. Going toe to toe with this thing. I'll be honest, for a second, he almost looks a bit impressed. You think you pick up a little bit of respect in his eyes and his facial expressions, but you can't quite tell.
Just a small tear comes down.
And
The baby giant has grown up. baby giant. Wait, did I extend my spell slot? Yeah. So that's it. That's my turn.
okay, Althea,
Ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. I am gonna shoot a bow. This. Oh no, that didn't work. This guy. Give me about 3 minutes. There we go.
Holy hell, that's the slowest bow in the world.
I had to open my character sheet and I wasn't sure if my computer would play nice.
I need
No.
to hide. Oh yeah, that's it. Ninja, you two are hidden. Althea and Reed are kung fu fighting. Cats are fast as lightning.
12's not very good.
12 will not hit. You didn't have great visibility from behind the wall. You pop up and you can't see Griswold as he's staring this thing down. You try to look behind him, but you fire off just a little bit wild with the bow. Not able to connect.
So I didn't hit anybody.
You did not. You're okay. No one hit. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
I am going to. If I go in this red circle, is it going to affect me?
Nope. Gets a little darker in there. You're watching these storm clouds, but it doesn't have any effect unless Adrian decides to turn on you and hit you with some lightning.
So then I'm going here and going back into stealth mode. As soon as I figure out what for my character sheet. Nat one, I lose.
Yeah, you don't have lucky.
Oh wait. Do I
Yeah,
have
as you
advantage?
attempt. What's that?
I think I have advantage because my hood's up.
Yeah, you did raise your hood up early on.
I think that gives me advantage, right? It's been so long.
So you start to trip as you make your way over there. Do you catch it? Give me the second roll.
Never mind. I think that's it on dexterity. Oh no, that's stealth. Okay.
Yep, dexterity's a stealth check.
Oh,
Turn that one around. Nice roll, 21. You also think you're hidden. Both you and Reed are on 21s.
We're trying, Reed.
Like to stay.
All right. Speaking of hidden, Reed, you are up, and he does not see you. Wait, no, he does not see you.
I'm gonna attack purple or pink, magenta, if you will.
We have ruled that as fuchsia, but magenta will be acceptable.
A shade or two darker, it's fine.
All
Yeah.
about your monitor settings.
Yeah, I have digital vibrance at 90%, so
Plus the storm clouds are throwing it off too. You're
yeah,
not getting good light.
Okay, that's just clouds, right?
Yeah, just dark storm clouds above.
20 to hit.
20 will hit. You were hidden, so 20 points of damage. 7 regular, 13 sneak. Firing right through the beard, actually, catching him in the upper shoulder blade, right in the collar. Not quite able to catch him in the head, but as the arrow disappears behind it, neither of you actually know whether you don't know whether you were hit, and he doesn't know that he was hit.
All right.
I just
I'm gonna
cookies.
move and dash.
I get.
So I can't attempt to stealth again. So that's it for me.
You moved and dashed. All right. So let's take your stealth off so I don't forget. Good. Amrook.
You see Amrook kind of lean like he's going to jump forward to the green frost giant, but there's a little hesitation, and he decides that it'd be better to go back with the party, and he's going to leap over here by Frank and attack the one across from Grizz.
Okay. With
He's-
advantage.
Okay, he's also going to use a superiority die of trip attack. Trying to find trip to post to, sorry. There it is.
What does trip attack do?
They have to make a strength saving throw of 14.
Well, doesn't Stormbreak doesn't the Giant Slayer do that anyways? Doesn't it knock them prone?
If they save. So, Garrett, I'll let you. I guess I don't need the trip if you would save, but I still want you to go down. Like, I want double the chance for you to go down, if that makes sense.
Oh, so does he have to
So-
save twice?
Per trip attack, if the target is large or smaller, he is actually huge.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. Then never mind. I take the trip attack back.
Yeah, so you can save your superiority die.
All right. And
But yes,
20 to
it
hit?
would have been a double save in my opinion.
okay.
Okay.
20 will hit.
20 will hit. I believe I have an extra 2d6 then.
You do, and that is a battle axe, right?
Yep.
So you are doing slashing damage.
Yep.
Okay.
It is magical item, 15 damage, and then plus 10 for it being the Giant Slayer. So 25 total.
Coming in and slicing. Once again, you feel that penetration that you get with a Giant Slayer. It just seems to cut through like a hot knife through butter. However, it hits a bit of a wall as it does so. It doesn't go as deep as you would expect it to, and doesn't do as much damage as you would expect it to with the magic slashing damage. Only going for 12 points of damage.
Oh, okay. So 12
He still
total.
has to do a strength save.
And he does.
To do a yeah.
Just for reference, since I'm keeping stats for Eric, were any of the others reduced? I know Frank's was, but
Frank's was, and oh shoot, Reed's was piercing damage, right?
so both times. So that's gonna be
Yes.
10 both times for him then.
I did not add that in. My mistake. Bumping back up.
Damn.
And lightning, so that should be good. Okay.
I missed the piercing, so 10 and 10. Okay.
He's got a DC.
It's okay. Still a good amount of damage.
Strength DC of 15.
All right. Buddy. 21 to save.
Okay, and I think I got him on the ropes. I'm gonna swing it again. 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
And let me roll 2d6 again. So that's 15, so 7 points of damage on that one.
Once again, not digging in as far as you'd like, but cutting across the chest. So what was that? 15, so 7? 7 points of damage.
You know what? I think we need to get through this. I'm a action surge. Action surge. And we're gonna hit him two more times. So just to expedite, I'm gonna roll them twice.
And both will hit.
And then I'll roll.
Shit, son.
That's for the first one. That's for the second one. So 23 and 18.
All right, so 11 and 9. So 20 points of damage. He is weak. You see him starting to stumble. His legs drop. His battle axe goes a little bit lower in his hand. He's struggling a bit.
That'll end my turn.
All right. You see him momentarily pause. He drops down. His head's starting to drop. His weapon's going a little lower. He's losing some blood. You see it's oozing out from many different places. He's wobbling a bit up there. You can see him shaking back and forth before he finds his resolve and comes back, ready to start firing himself. He is up, so he is going to. He is coming in with the great axe to Amruk. And that is, he gets a +3. 15 to hit.
Misses.
Whew,
I get an opportunity attack.
37 points of damage if it had. So lucky miss there. Go ahead and take the opportunity attack.
28 points.
20 will hit. Trying to bury that Morning Star in. It almost bounces off his back a little bit. Doesn't do as much. You hear a little crack in there for 4 points of damage. Okay. He does have a second attack. He is coming in once again. He's turning to Griswold this time, coming in with the great axe.
Yeah.
21 to hit.
That just hits.
I don't know what Porton rolls I have.
Ooh.
I think I had a
You should
14
write
and
these
a
down.
9. And I think I used the 9. I believe.
Let's see. There was the 5 and the 9. That was the previous session. The next one was
I gotta keep better track of these.
Yeah,
14 and yeah, cross the other one out.
It was I'm pretty sure it was a 9. I used it, so I'm gonna use that 14 to replace his attack.
just Keegan got muted there. He doesn't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
Yeah,
I believe he does.
now I do.
So 14 is going in its place.
Yeah.
So
23 to hit.
17. Wait, so that's the roll is 14.
That
Oh
one.
yeah, what's their plus on this? I thought it was pretty high.
Yep. Let's see. +9, +3. So that's
Oh.
a +12. So 26 to hit.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So 20 points of
think about
slashing damage.
I didn't think about that.
I'm just gonna look back at him and be like, not bad, not bad.
He is not knowing the details. He is attempting to reposition. He is going to slide to the north. As he starts to leap over this wall, Griswold, you get an opportunity attack.
So Zamrook.
That's what I was going to say second. Then Amrook does.
So, well, hold on. So he doesn't. Let me ask this though. When I hit him with Sentinel, he moves to 0 movement speed. So he's still within 5 feet of me then?
Yeah,
Ooh.
you would get that, and then I wouldn't get mine.
Yeah. So he's dropped to no movement at all.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. I forgot that about Sentinel. Thank you. So that moves back to where it is and no movement.
Not that I don't want Amrook to hit, but
So he is stuck here, and neither of you get the attack. Thank you and good call.
so he only gets 2 points of piercing, I guess, which is nothing. But
he wouldn't take
unless
any damage, right? Because he didn't move. He had
No,
0.
he still gets the damage. Sentinel reduces his speed to 0. So it's like he's turning to go away, gets hit, and then so much pain that he can't move.
Yeah.
Sentinel is not what you use. What was your other feat that you used for attacking Amrook?
Mine is Tunnel Fighter. Which means that
Griswold, you had an attack though. Whenever I attacked, why did you get a reactionary attack when I attacked Amrook?
So wait a sec here. Wait a sec, because hold on.
Did you already
So
use
that
your
would have been
reaction?
your.
I did already use my reaction, so I can't hit him.
Okay.
I can't.
Then he does move.
So he does move. So I don't get my opportunity attack then.
No.
You do not.
Okay.
What was that though
Okay,
that you
so,
used for the attack on Amrook? It wasn't Sentinel. Remind me again.
It was.
That was your
Sentinel.
Sentinel already. Okay.
Yeah, Sentinel does a couple of things.
So that would have hit him then, though. You hit him with Sentinel, so he lost his movement speed then, right?
Yeah. Oh, so it becomes 0 for the rest of the turn. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he doesn't move, so you don't get the attack. So because you attack, he can't move, and you can't attack, nor do either of you get to attack because he attacked Amrook, and you attacked him. Had you not attacked him, you would now be able to attack him, and he would be able to move, and then Amrook could attack him as well. I think we're all clear on that, right?
Yes.
All right.
Sure.
Except for the fact that it's the next
Give
turn
me a
for
headache.
him in turn order, so he has movement again. So he would move, but no opportunity attack from Grizz.
Yeah, no, that's actually correct because it's the rest of the turn, and now
It's the rest of his turn. So until it comes up to his turn again, not all the way back to Evan, but up to him. His movement's reduced to 0 until his turn comes up. Now his turn's up, so he gets his full movement again. He moves. Grizz cannot attack though.
But that was on this turn that he attacked. He had a multi-attack. Right?
He just said for the rest of the turn. I don't know if that necessarily means the attacker's turn or my turn.
The Frost Giant attacked Amrook.
It's still his turn. You're right.
It's still his turn.
I was thinking something else.
It's all good. We got this figured out. DM by committee.
Go back in the chat. Come on. Somebody tell us how we're wrong.
It's all right. I'll accept it. I know a number of times I make the wrong judgment, and I just roll with it.
No, you're right. So it's
All right, so
we get-
status quo. He is just hit for 20 points of damage, and he cannot do anything. He is frozen in place, no attacks. Cancel those last couple out, and all good. And with that said, Warwick, you are up, concentrating on levitating this boulder.
Now you said that this boulder was like right here, right?
Yep, right where the red dot is.
Sweet. So I can move that 20 feet in any direction.
That you can.
I'm gonna toss it back at his face because it's about 15 feet away.
So, can you move it with any level of speed, though?
I don't know. It doesn't specify.
Can you drop it on his head?
So he's tossing it. It's about at the same height as his head right now.
Yeah.
So it's coming back towards him at his face. At what speed? Altitude in either direction.
5 and up, but that doesn't really do a whole lot.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna do a ton of damage or anything like that by any means, but
No, it's certainly. It does not say how quickly it moves. I'll give you some damage. Obviously, not the full of them chucking it completely. So I'm gonna roll.
don't know what I should roll.
I'll tell
Well,
you what. I'll give you a 1d10 plus 6. And then think about that plus 6. Let's go with 2d10. I'm gonna give you 2d10 on this one.
2d10.
So actually, give me.
Holy shit.
That would be for your damage, but I'm gonna need you to do an attack roll as well. Give me a d20 plus your. Let's go plus your strength. Strength or athletics, whatever you prefer.
Does he get a proficiency modifier since he's bountiful of spells?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, you can take that as well.
I have no idea what I should roll. I'm going to be completely honest.
Go ahead and roll 1d. Just roll a strength check. So click on the strength or athletics. Let me take a look at you and see which one's higher. You can take the higher of the two.
You probably have a +3 for proficiency as well.
He has a +3, and he does not have it for strength. Then he does have it for athletics. So I'll go ahead and give me athletics. It's technically with a spell, but I'm giving you that.
Holy shit.
All right. That succeeds. You come back and hit. So 19 points of damage. Now that is going to be.
You say 2d10 plus 6?
1d10 plus 6.
Changes from 1d10 plus 6 to 2d10. You
Oh,
can have the 1d10 plus 6 if you want. We can retroactively change that.
No, I'm good.
All right. With the bludgeoning damage, however, not doing as much damage as you would think it should. Coming in, so let's see, 9 points of damage. With his own rock.
Yeah, buddy. Alrighty. So with that, I'm going to move.
Concentration is now free. You're now free to concentrate across the cabin.
I'm going to move over here behind this bush. I'm just going to stand behind the bush. So hopefully, can't see me too much.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check while you're at it.
Oh, God. 17!
All right. You think you're pretty well hidden. Frank the Tank.
I think so.
Frank's going to bite this guy again. We'll do it with advantage, so I'll just do nat 20. We'll do.
The old nat 20.
I'll take that one. And what is it's a 1d8, sorry, 1d8 plus 3 for the bite. Oh wow, so I rolled an 8, so yeah. So that'll be what, 19 points of damage for the biting?
Yeah, 8 plus 3, so 20. Wait. 22? What'd you say?
I count the dice twice. So it's 16, then plus 3 is 19 for the damage.
Oh, you get full double based on our previous
full
ruling.
double. I'm sorry. Okay,
So
yeah, so
22 points of damage. However, once again, Frank not able to fully bite into it, so half damage. So it is the 11.
All right.
And he is almost down.
Frank's just gonna lick his lips with the blood of the frost giants.
All right. So went in. He fine. Plowing through the bush to get through here, stumbles upon Warwick, who he didn't know was there.
Oh fuck.
Oh, hey. What's up, buddy?
And with his great axe already out, he is just coming in and attacking twice with the great axe. Oops.
Warwick is dead.
So that is so 30 to hit.
Time out. Now you said they had like a plus like infinity to hit, right?
Plus 9 for the strength, plus a bonus 3 right now due to the rage. Yeah, so he rolled a 20.
Hold
He
on.
rolled an 18 plus 11 or plus 12.
So he
Wow.
so I have to use a lucky roll and have him roll a nat 1 to live. Is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Because I have a 13.
yeah.
I have a 13 AC. Is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? That's gonna hit. I'm just gonna knock myself prone and lay there.
You're not prone. You're good. That's only 32 points of slashing damage on the first one. The second one's only a 29 to hit.
All right. I'm just gonna try this just to do it.
You might as well.
Never mind. Yeah, we'll take that one too. So I have 0 hit points.
You were down. So Carl, there was 32 and 27 points of damage for a total of 59.
How much HP do you have?
45.
That was wrong.
Just so we can keep track of where you're at. Make sure you didn't get fucking double down and automatically killed.
It might happen this game.
I don't think he's gonna.
Hey, don't even say it because it'll get Gary.
And
Chop my head off.
his turn is done there. Siddle's up. Forehead of Siddle.
All right, we're going to drop a fireball right in the center of those two guys, so I'm going to have to pop out from behind this tree just a squidge so I can see.
Alrighty.
Eric. Eric is healing word.
No, I don't think Eric would do that. That doesn't seem like Adrian's character.
I don't think so either.
So, fireball right in the center of these two.
Wow, nice.
All right, 26 points of damage to DC 14 dex saving throw. So first, Mr. Fuchsia with the
So I have a question, and
head.
I don't know if this helps. So the bless allows you to add it to a saving or an attack roll. You don't get to add a D4 to his DC save or to that DC, right? That is
No,
not
not to a DC,
Okay.
but to a weapons or a spell attack he could have.
okay. Just want to clarify.
All right, and the dex saving throw is a 6. Does not even come close to saving. So 26 points of fire damage as this fireball rips through, carving its way through Griswold, Amrook, and just barely singeing Frank and Adrian. Thank you, Eric. The fire giant singes his beard, the charcoals his entire body, and you see his armor start to smolder as he drops down, and you can feel the kaboom as he hits the ground. One giant down.
And so because it was coming from, the bottom of the map, it blew him north and didn't smash anybody.
Nope. Yeah, it was good. It was directionally well placed.
It's like felling a tree,
Exactly. You chopped him down a little bit at the legs, angled him just right with the attack, and then blew it outward. Good. As for number 2, second dex saving throw is a 17.
That will
So
save.
taking half damage there. 13 points of damage. But enough that you guys will now see his health bar.
Oh, Griswold's gonna be angry.
You guys should see that now.
And then to finish out my turn, I was going to take a page out of Mordai's book and duck back in behind that bush.
Always a safe bet. Go ahead and give me a stealth check while you're at it, since you're hiding back there.
Didn't mean to do that. My bad.
All right. The bush kind of shaking as you're trying to hide there, finding a good spot. Adrin is up. Oh, what would Adrin do? Well, he could cast the healing word, he could resurrect Warwick, or he could utilize the lightning that is already up.
He'd utilize the lightning. I'll be honest.
With what he's done, with what he's been doing, he's gonna zap that motherfucker.
He would not use the lightning because Warwick's within 5 feet of the
Oh,
attacking creature, and it would fail the death save.
No,
Well, he doesn't have to put it right on the creature. All he has to do is pick a spot.
All
So
right.
he can pick an opposite side of Warwick.
he would use it on the creature because he's mad at me right
So what do you think?
now.
What do you think, Amrook? Would he still do it?
He's zapping Warwick.
I like Keegan's theory. I can't deny it.
Yeah, buddy.
He's mad at Warwick for trying to take the guy's deed.
Let it sweat it out.
All right. Dex saving throw then.
I'm real pissed because sneak attack only works if the enemy of the enemy, aka Warwick, isn't incapacitated.
Are you really making a death saving throw, Keegan? Are we really zapping Warwick?
He said Dex
No, he's
saving throw
zapping-
for the giant.
He's zapping the giant on this side,
I was like, oh shit.
or
Man,
whatever
you guys
side would not result in him.
You guys are going after their weak decks here, but he manages to save another 17. This is a fleet-footed frost giant. 2 17s on dex saving throws with a -1. So he avoids that, but does he still take half damage then? A failed save, half damage much on a successful one, so 3d10. $20 points of damage, so 10's the half. So he takes 10 points of damage.
No pressure,
And
actually, but
Adrin,
everyone has damage this round. No pressure, though. Even if Grizz fails this next one, he got damage earlier.
Grizz, you are up.
Griswold sees Warwick go down. He's gonna come down and just try to fucking smash this frost giant, yelling, "You've made a big mistake."
Don't you think
Big
that's
giant.
an appropriate time to try to smash this frost giant?
You gotta bend it over the wall.
Ooh, wait, hold on. D4. Never mind. Does not hit.
Does not hit. Laughing at you, beats it away with his great axe as you come down with the Morning Star and just deflects it off to the ground.
Big mistake, my ass.
18. You see Griswold also charge up a Divine Smite because he's super pissed off right now.
I like it.
Are you dual attack now?
Yeah.
I don't know why I forgot that momentarily. Okay, 18 will hit. So 7 points of piercing damage. I know Divine Smite's coming. So
5 plus 5 radiant damage.
all right, having the piercing damage, not penetrating as far as you want. So 3 points of piercing damage. Basically, you catch a glancing blow off the shoulder, and then 5 points of radiant damage.
Yep.
That will all connect.
Awesome.
Those are the rules I'm expecting out of you, Evan. 2 nat ones in one go. There we go. Now you're back on track. For a while there, you got out of character. You were rolling actual good rolls. Now
My
you're back
second,
on.
yeah, my 18. Yeah, I mean, I'm still ahead of the game at the moment so far, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, and Griswold's just ready to roll.
Okay. Anything else that you're done?
2 seconds. I can't do. Nope. That's a. Nope. That's a. Nope. Nope. That's it. I fucked up on that one, guys and girls.
So, you're done then? Sorry.
Unless you allow me to reverse time for a split second, sure. But otherwise, yeah, I'm done.
All right, all done. Not yet. Higher levels, maybe. Althea Moondust, you are up.
I tried.
Yeah, see ya.
Forgot about that one.
Bow attack.
Nice. Holy shit.
Guy.
That will certainly attack.
6.
Or hit. So 10 points of piercing damage, 16 points of sneak attack damage. Able to, again, arrow doesn't quite pierce it as well. He goes over and just yanks it out as it hits. So 23. So what is that? 11 points damage. Yep.
Take 11. And I go back and sneak.
But yeah, you kept it going. Everyone successfully does some damage that round.
Okay.
I was gonna say you don't technically have to sneak because sneak attack works as long as Evan's near him. But
I can't keep track who's near me.
oh, it's not
Yes.
near you. It's near the enemy.
Oh.
As long as you have a friendly character within 5 feet, you're good.
Okay. You tuck around behind that wall, back to the top of the turn order after the full round of strikes, one giant down. Reed, you are up.
Yeah, after seeing Warwick get smashed to bits, I've decided against melee in this situation. So, 22 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
19. Right.
15? 14 and 11?
Oh, yep, sorry.
Wait, 25.
Yeah,
wow.
but have the piercing. So
25, so 12. Oh, so sneak attack. I wonder what...
Yeah, I didn't know how we were handling the sneak.
I've been having the sneak attack. What type of damage is sneak attack?
I imagine it just assumes the attack style of whatever you used.
That's what I mean. Yeah, sneak attack damage type is the same as the weapon used. So that's what I've been going with. So having the whole thing.
I was trying to get you to second guess it. I was hoping you would look it up.
You did. You were Jedi mind tripping me there.
Listen, any
doesn't
advantage
take a lot. It's pretty simple. It doesn't take a lot at all. But with that, 11 points of damage. Getting down there.
Yeah, that is yeah, that's gonna be it for me.
All right, Amrook.
Can you hear me?
Now I do.
Yep.
Okay, just making sure. All right, I'm gonna jump down there across from Grizz again, and we're coming at him with the giant flare.
Nice.
24 for the first
Hit.
one.
What a powerful weapon that has been for you as a group.
Yes.
So 21 total damage, and he has to make that strength saving throw of 15.
So 10 points of actual damage and a nat 20 to save.
All right. Swinging again. 24 again.
Coming in once again, slicing away at his back as he's facing Griswold, seeing his armor already starting to fall off a little bit. 24 does come in again and hit. 13, so 6 points of damage there.
6 and what was the first one?
First one was 12.
12.
Wait. 21.
So 10.
Is that right? 10, yeah. Which is right, I did 10.
Total. 16 total, and he's going to say, take this one alive.
Okay. Warwick, give me a death saving throw. Ooh.
I can't
Oh,
hold,
you hate to see it.
hold on one sec.
Better than a nat 1, though.
No, hold on.
I really
I'm gonna
wish somebody
reroll.
would have healed him, though. You need to reroll that.
I'm gonna reroll. I'm gonna use the second of my 3. A 10? I don't know if that helps.
That succeeds.
All right.
Cool.
Because
guess-
you were one hit away in 2 turns from permadead.
Yes.
If they chose to do that, of course. But one success on the books. Frank the Tank. Can't hear you, Grizz.
Frank's running straight down and pouncing. He's going to do a claw attack. Yeah, D20. Sorry. +5, 13 does not.
13 does not. Leaps up to pounce with the claws and bounces off.
So he's just going to... That's it. Alon's turn.
All right. He is taking his first swing at Grizz. With the great axe. 23 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
26 points of slashing damage.
Wow. That was, that was...
That's a big dick.
I'm just going to look at him, swipe off the blood, and be like,
He is going to give this big, toothy, bloody grin in his mouth and come down and swing again. The second great axe attack. Only 15 to hit this time. Would have been 29 points of slashing damage and put Grizz on his ass, but not able to hit. Oh, that's a shame. That's a real shame.
Can I laugh and call him Puny Giant now, since he missed, being a little bitch?
You certainly can.
Puny Giant. As I stare up at him. What? How tall are these guys? Like, super tall?
He's sitting about 18 feet.
Oh.
18, 20 feet. So he's he's double your size.
Yeah. Puny Giant.
All right. That's the end of their turn. He's got nothing else he can do. Siddle.
All right. Can I do non-lethal fire damage?
Yeah,
Or
I was going
fireball
to say,
damage?
Stilo, you were awake for this one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've never heard of if it's the case that you can't. I don't know about it, so we're playing it.
All
Well,
right.
you could spell sculpt, so...
Well, I'm spell sculpting around all you guys, but I want to take him down as much as I can without actually killing him. And fuck it, we're going to do total fireball just for the sake of closure here. Oof. What shit rolls? Wow. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So that is 18 points of fire damage, cast at the 4th level. What are you throwing out? Fireball. Spell
Yep.
sculpting around all of them. It's a
Yep.
DC 14 dex saving throw.
Mhm.
He throws a 2. So 9 points of damage.
Wait.
9?
Oh, sorry, no, he failed, so it's the full 18. Yeah, sorry, I was thinking it was
Oh.
half.
It's like, wait a minute.
My bad, my bad. I've been doing half the whole night, so I kind of got in a groove there. Thank you. So with that, 18 points of damage. Siddle, how do you want to do this?
Ooh. So since I want to do non-lethal, all of the like fastenings and everything for his armor just singe away. Armor falls to the ground. Beard, hair, all singed off. He's just like Darth Vader under the fucking helmet, you know? And drops to his knees, you know, head down at Griswold's feet.
Nice.
And so as this fire erupts, Griswold, Warwick, Amrook, and Frank, you guys are all almost, surrounded by fire as this ball just eclipses around you, not being able to see what's happening in the center of it. And as the smoke and the fire clears, you look back to this bald, armorless, singed giant struggling to stay up, down on his knees, looking up at Griswold now. Nearly unconscious as he kind of starts to topple over. Still alive, but unconscious.
I'm gonna take out I'm reaching into the bag of holding and taking out a healing potion and then just dumping it in Warwick's mouth.
Okay. So Warwick, you are revived. Mark 1 healing potion gone.
How much does that heal me for?
Are we out of initiative?
You are now out of initiative.
All right, that is marked. That is down.
What does that heal me for? You know?
1 sec. I thought it was 2d4 plus 2. It's 1d4. Hold on.
What was
That was
that?
2d4.
Use a standard.
Yeah. It's 2d4 plus 2.
Alrighty. There, 8 points. Nice.
And I'm gonna go ahead and touch myself. I'm gonna smack my holy symbol and regain 35 hit points.
He gave you like 6 hit points.
Carl, I see your mouth moving, but you're muted.
I was just cracking a joke that he gave Warwick 6 hit points and himself 35. That's all.
Hey, when do you
Yeah, don't worry about the squishy boy that just got annihilated by 1 attack or 2 attacks.
So and how much damage I absorbed, and all of you else would have died if you'd have taken that much. I'll take the 35. Regain the 35 HP.
Yeah, Griswold. None of us are that stupid to get close to a frost giant.
You know what? You have ranged attack, so you have reason to stay in the shadows. So it's your character. Definitely not stupid on Griswold's part.
when do hit dice, by the way? When do hit dice like?
If we take a short
During a short or long short rest, yeah.
Oh, so I regained all mine. All right. All right. I'll wait to use my hit dice whenever we rest.
I would like to run to the side there and kind of scout out, and I'll just yell, "Tie him up" as I go.
Yeah, I'll take rope. I'll take rope out of my pack and start tying up his hands.
Do we still have that magic rope?
You do.
Of mending or yours?
Mine, I think.
Okay,
Yeah,
with
rope.
perception check.
You get a D4 for
And
that? Is that a skill check? No, it's saving.
it is,
Never mind.
yeah. What?
I think
That's
it's
skill-
saving throws. Attacks are
saving
saving
throws.
throws. So
Yeah.
no, I don't get it.
Oh, I thought you meant his perception a skill check. For bless, yeah. Okay. You have a pretty good visibility off on the horizon, and you do not see much. All seems pretty quiet as you're listening, from what you can tell.
Nice.
All right. So you guys are able to tie him up. Who's doing the tying up?
I am.
All right. Go ahead and give me a survival check on that, just for safety. How good your nods are.
You should probably tie him to the bush to at least.
So if anyone, I'm going to say, if someone could come over and make sure that I'm doing some interesting knots, I have the strength to tighten them, but
I'll figure it out.
I'm not.
All right,
the
so go ahead and
best.
roll with advantage.
18.
All right.
Do we
Good
have
deal.
enough rope to tie this guy up, hands and feet?
Yeah, you guys. I think you've got a number of rope amongst the group.
Yes, we'll make sure we're tying up hands and feet. That way he can't walk away or anything like that. And then do we have anything to gag him right now until we're ready to talk to him?
Yeah. You guys have plenty that you could scrounge up for that. You just tear some cloth that you've got. You got plenty of options.
All right, so I'm gonna gag him just until we're ready to talk to him, so he doesn't yell for anybody.
I would like to search the other frost giant.
All right. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Can it be a 1?
You find a few things on him. So 7. You find
Arms, legs, a head.
you do find all of those, though just barely at this point. You find 6 humanoid skulls. You find a half empty cask of ale. Looks to be pretty good. You find a giant-sized pair of old sandals as well.
I'm gonna take the sandals and 2 human skulls.
All right.
I want to walk up to the frost giant, the dead one, and look at his armor just to see if there's any notches or any other symbols like embedded in his armor or his weapons. And I'll give you an investigation. I'm guessing.
Give me an investigation. And
12.
Just for my knowledge, if we did a further investigation check, let's just say someone rolled a very high roll, would there be potential to find other things or no?
So no, you could have helped him at the time, but generally you've already investigated. He's kind of gone through and checked everything itself. So assuming as a group, he's kind of your go-to, because you don't know how well unless you said I'm always going to double check Reed because he's terrible at looking for things, and so it's kind of known that you're going to do a secondary check. But as of right now, you kind of got to trust the group, not that because you don't know how well he searched. You don't know that he rolled a 7 or he did a half-ass job as Warwick.
Moving forward, I'm always going to double check just to be supportive of.
All right.
Can I detect
What was that?
magic? Can I play detect magic?
You certainly can. And I am still coming back here. I did not have this ready to go, and I apologize. Where are they? While you're doing tech magic, give me 1 second, Ashley. There we go. All right, Grizz, while you're exploring, the number one thing that you find engraved onto the majority of his articles are I have to create a handout for this, so I'm just going to put it in the D&D chat for the moment while I build this out.
Could also take a quick bio break.
Yes, yeah, immediately after this. You find that symbol carved into just about everything.
Okay.
I like it.
And while everyone else is searching and whatever, I'm going to ready Shocking Grasp to do non-lethal damage in case he breaks free of the rope, tries to run away, etc., etc. Basically, I'm tasing the motherfucker.
All right. I like it. So that is ready.
Like his shaft.
The giant yells, "I get you, bitch."
Good. I'll tell you what. While you guys are deciding what you want to do then, and before we get in any discussion, do you want to stop at that point and have a quick bio break, as Carl suggested?
10,
Yep.
4.
All right, let's
Yep.
do that.
Yeah. All right. Beer bizzle. Oh, my back.
Okay, that's a little better. Better. Welcome back to Chaos Chamber. We got a frost giant down and another one that is tied up and gagged at the moment. We've left off with Althea. You had casted Detect Magic.
Yep.
In the other frost giant, where Reed just came back and tells you, yeah, just check them out. You sense some magic in one of its pockets. As you go over and follow it and detect it, you find a potion in that pocket. A potion that you recognize as one of superior healing.
Oh, nice. Good job.
Okay, you make this very difficult. Okay.
I try not to.
You can only see my cat right now. Stop it. Okay.
Oh, that's cute. Sleeping on you.
She just headbutted my arm when I was typing.
D&D just got tough. All right.
See anything? Stop looking at me like that.
That is all you detect. That's magical.
I will take it.
Okay. And for the record, the one is destroyed, but the other one is wearing it's basically a patchwork of armor. Actually, it's pretty well destroyed as well. Yeah, neither armor is usable.
And how big are these great axes, by the way? Like 100 pounds, 200, like 100 pounds, 200 pounds?
Yeah, they're larger than your typical great axes, and they are standard. They're not magical in any way. They're solid weapons, but even you would struggle to handle them a little bit. They would be, they would be tough. You'd be using them at disadvantage.
Okay, got it.
All right, what do you guys want to do? You got the frost giant tied up in front of you.
In giant, I'll I don't know if you caught my.
I did.
Okay.
So you guys hear Griswold whisper in giant up to this guy.
I'll say
with any of my language.
In giant, I'll ask him if he speaks common, just to make sure. They're not that smart.
I do.
Cool.
He's gonna spit out some blood. You are a worthy adversary. You are very strong. He's gonna turn to Amrook as well. As are you. I respect that. And he's gonna look towards Siddle and give a little nod as well, since he's right there.
I'm just gonna nod back.
You look like you've been hitting the gym recently. He's not actually gonna say that.
Little jazz hands.
You are a worthy adversary as well. What is your name?
You need not know my name. Just kill me. Put me out in honor.
We need some information first.
Ask your questions.
I'm gonna look back at the group at this point.
Have you ever heard of Harshnag?
What? Never speak that name to me.
Ooh, someone's testy.
If we were going to go kill him, would you point us in the right direction?
He is ours to kill. One of my own will be the one to do it.
Considering that we've tested 2 frost giants at a will of strength, I'd say that we can take him out ourselves, so I'd rather you point us in the direction.
I know not where he was. If I did, he was already dead. Would already be dead.
That's fair.
But if you happen to find him and put a sword through his heart, let him know that Philkir laughs at his ruined corpse.
Here.
For those taking notes at home, that is Philkir, Filkir.
You care. You care.
Gotcha. Okay. Um,
And what do you know about the Vonendod?
How do you know that name?
Chamb3r there, Grizz. Not that one, the other one.
I'll go.
I'll take him out. I'll take out the rod.
Hmm, interesting. Where did you come upon that?
That does not matter. I think my dwarven friend over here asked you a question. And I'm also going to take out the fire giant toenails and hair and say, we've come across many giants, and we're not afraid to continue on our journey, so you should tell us what we need to know.
Give me an intimidation check. And you can do it with advantage since Amrook's helping you. Or vice versa.
You got it. You've been rolling well tonight.
Unnatural 20.
Modified? Dirty. Okay. Dirty 20, not
Yeah,
nat.
dirty 20.
The Vonanod long existed. It was an abomination by the fire giants. Slaughtered hundreds of dragons. It was beautiful. Unfortunately, it is long gone. Though interesting that you have that rod.
And what if we could tell you that the fire giants are putting it back together? We know there's some discourse within the giant clans. What can you tell us? And maybe we'll think about setting you free. I understand you're a tactical man. Maybe you could run back to your clan and tell them what the fire giants are doing.
Give me a persuasion check. Reed sneaking up around him.
Not around.
Oh,
20.
nice.
There is some discontent among us. It's interesting the fire giants are choosing the route of the Vonendod. If you understand there's discontent, you understand there is an opportunity at the top among the giant clan. The frost giants intend to be the new leader of the ordning. We intend to take that spot.
What do you plan on doing when you get there?
We shall rule with an iron fist. We shall hold our position and let the giants know that we are, as always has been true, truly superior and should have been in charge from the beginning.
Yeah, I understand where you're going with that with the other giants, but what about the rest of the world?
Oh, you small folk. You still think you matter. You've become a plague on this land. We've allowed you to maintain with a balance. That balance is no more.
Allowed us to maintain. It seems that
Yes.
we've taken down two of you fairly quickly. I don't think it's allowing anyone to maintain. I think there's more power here than you understand.
I would say the same to you.
Griswold's going to start clenching his morning start pretty heavily right now.
So I've answered your question. Will you let me go now? You have proven you're victorious in battle, that you are the stronger of the warriors on the battlefield today. Perhaps we shall meet again in the future and once again test ourselves.
What avenue are the frost giants taking? You said it's interesting that the fire giants are going about with the Vonendod. But what are the frost giants trying to do?
Give me a
We,
persuasion check.
we already know the hill giants thought they could consume everything around and do the same thing.
They should not even be called giants. They are an abomination to us all.
Thought I had the 18.
I was trying to give you advantage there, Evan.
I see. I'll give you advantage. Take a second roll.
I thought I had that 8. Nope. Even worse.
The Frost Giants. We're on our own path.
I'm gonna look back at the group.
What would you do if we let you go?
Exactly as you said, I would return to whence I'm from. I have no qualms with you. We stumbled upon each other. You proved you are victorious. I accept my fate. Go ahead, give me a roll.
And you weren't searching around here for anything in particular?
I don't know shit.
1 second. You two can't quite get a feel for each other. You're staring at each other, but you're not quite sure what to make of what he's saying. What was that, Amrook? You asked about what he was doing?
Yeah,
Or...
I asked if he was out here looking for anything in particular.
I was scouring. As you can see, these are interesting areas. Purely scouring. Just looking. What, may I ask, were you doing out here?
Can I get an
Few
insight
small
check?
folk. Go ahead.
I'm gonna wave Adrian over and ask him to just whisper to him to check if it's close by.
So yeah, Siddle, you he definitively says that he was scouring. However, you get there's more that he's not saying. He seems to be keeping something back in that regard. There's a little glint in his eye as he mentions he's out looking. Adrian's going to come over. He's going to hit the Rod of the Vonendod, and it is based on the way that you guys are traveling. It appears to still be a little bit to the southwest in this general direction, where you were moving, but they kind of came from directly to the west, and they were heading east from what you can make out. And it's probably still a quarter mile away, third of a mile.
As you said then, fine sir, we were scouring as well. And I'll give him a little wink.
Touche.
Keep going.
I like that little prance as he.
And what if we could tell you that we knew Harshnag was last seen up north? He may have been seen not too far from Port Last.
Would you like me to put him out of his misery for you?
No, I just want to know what you would do with that information.
If let go, I suppose I may make my way down that direction in the future. That's a bit vague, but perhaps could come in handy. He is not a top priority at the moment, purely a delicacy, should we track him down.
So what is top priority then? Because it seems that you're just raiding villages and gathering supplies the same as the Hill Giants. Maybe you're the exact same as them.
Oh shit!
A little reverse psychology here. Give me a better performance check. I like the game you're playing. All right. His face is instantly gonna. How dare you? We are nothing like them. We are above them. They are peasants compared to us. We are
Both ugly and tall.
I should have looked down at Reed. I've had splinters larger than you.
Yeah, a few of them are hanging out of your arms still.
Eh, simply a flesh wound.
Can I sleight
we
of
can
hand
change
how to pick this pocket?
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check while this is going on.
Being a fellow rogue, could I get a perception check to see if she's trying to do this?
Yep, and go ahead and give me a the sleight of hand will do it. So go ahead and give me the perception off the sleight of hand while he's answering Amrook's question of let me get his perception here. Okay.
Not
Yeah.
that he can do much about it anyway.
Yeah, I'll say you can't quite tell what she's doing, but you do see your hand kind of disappear behind the giant.
I
So-
jump on his shoulders and put my short sword around his neck.
All right.
Shit.
He is distracted. Althea, you are going to succeed. And as he's got that sword on his neck, giving advantage to Amrook, we are stocking up for supplies. A war is coming. And that war will be won by us. But supplies are required.
Looks like that splinter hurts a lot more than it seemed at first, huh?
I value my life and my future.
That makes one of us.
He's gonna look over to his shoulder, and it's gonna scratch his throat a little bit as you do so. I like you.
Me too.
Spits out some more blood on the ground. Big old puddle of blood forms on the floor, or in the snow here.
Where will this war take place?
Everywhere. What you call the Sword Coast, Farron, from the ocean to the desert. That shall be the ground. It is being laid now. The battle lines being drawn. The armies building. It's coming soon. It is not far now.
Who killed the Storm King?
Hekaton is dead. Is that what broke the ordning?
Now we have to
You
kill
know
him.
this for sure.
No, I don't. But it seems like the Frost Giants might know something. Why are you guys trying to build up such an army and thinking you can overtake everything right now? It seems like you know more than you're letting on.
Give me one more persuasion with disadvantage.
Also, Carl, did you say that?
No.
Did you actually say that? Like
Yeah.
in game?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I just want to be sure. Althea, you reach in and you pull out in his pocket.
Scared.
There was actually a hole in his pocket, and you reached in a little too deep.
you
Got a
pull
handful
out
of something.
a large, luckily no longer used or active beehive.
Giants are fucking weird, man.
Right.
That sums it up.
Yeah.
So you made the persuasion at 12.
Yeah.
It appears you may know less than you think as well.
I'll just give a nod to Reed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, going off at what Amrook said, I'm going to go in behind the Adam's apple and pull or push forward to make it quick and as painless as possible.
And so he's gonna start to say, I think now we have come to an agreement, and it is time to let me. And you're just gonna see, and once again his eyes turn rage. One last berserker rage in him. as he slowly falls forward, he's gonna move out of the way and hits the ground.
You think that was the agreement he was talking about?
I was actually debating on letting him go until We found out that they don't know about the Storm King.
Yes, that's quite interesting that they don't know about that.
Siddle
So what's
or Adrin, do you think we should harvest these guys' nails and heart as well?
Oh, I think the giant fingernail dick slinging has gotten us a fair bit of clout. I can't say I think it'd be a bad idea.
Well, we could sell a good majority of them if we prefer the fire giant, but might as well get them while we're
Are-
here.
Adrian's going to ask for them as well. He thinks it's a good idea. He can utilize them. It wouldn't be bad if we got some fire giant strength last time. Perhaps he can do a little something with the frost giant.
Quick question: do the fingernails look different, or are they just?
Very similar in size. However, while the fire giants were almost dark and amber in appearance, these ones are a light blue tint. They almost appear to be ice from the appearance. They're not as you hack away at them, but they appear to be. So they are definitely different and
Okay.
distinguishable.
I'm gonna chop off the fingers.
Every average sized average giant expert would know that. So all right, chopping off the fingers then.
I'm gonna let them take the fingernails. I'm taking the fingers.
You're taking the fingers.
How big are the fingers?
Yeah, good.
That is.
I feel like these are some big fingers.
Yeah, I might only be taking 2 fingers.
I'm gonna say these fingers are probably like each 4 feet long, or
they're only about a foot and a half each.
Right.
The individual fingers.
Still half the size of Reed.
Yeah, they're half your size. They're actually equivalent to one of your legs, Reed. Each one is the size of your leg.
Okay, I'm taking 1 finger and I'm
All right. Give me a quick give me a strength check to determine how fast you do this.
So thumb wise, if I were to cut at the second knuckle,
Yep.
Are we talking a third of the size?
It's only I would say half. Yeah, it's second knuckle. I'll give you a third of the size, but it's pretty meaty. It's like your upper thigh bone.
That's fine.
What
did you want me to roll? Or?
This thing's like holding 2 turkeys side by side for you. This thing's a big old hunk of meat.
That's so. Did you say I had to roll something?
Yeah, give me a strength check just to see how fast you do it as you're hacking away at this massive thing.
Siddle, you could probably help him out with that.
It takes you a while at this point, and they're struggling a little bit if someone wants to jump in and help.
Yeah,
I'll give him a hand.
Another
strength. Go ahead and give me a second roll then with the help.
Hold on.
Yeah, it takes you a while. You're you're slowly just cutting at this thing with this little dagger that you got, hacking away. It's gonna take you probably a good hour and a half, 2 hours to get through at this rate. But you get it. You'll successfully cut it off. What else did you guys want to take?
The fingernails, the hearts, if we can get them with the medicine check, and Amrook would like to take a lock of the beard hair, whatever was left from the fire, and wrap it around his necklace that he has the owlbear wrapped in around fire giant with hair. He wants to wrap around the fire giant hair with the frost giant hair.
All right, and compared to the bright red fire giant hair, this pale white frost giant beard hair contrasts pretty considerably. So give me a. Where are you? There it is.
For anything,
the Monster Harvester Handbook.
Oh, nice. For anything strength-based, I was going to say either Grizz or Siddle, now that he has the gauntlets, and for anything medicine-wise, I'd probably ask for Adrin.
Yes.
That can't be Griswold, because Griswold's going to kind of walk off just a little bit by himself with Frank, and just... he's just going to walk off, just, 10, 20 feet, not out of, distance, We'll say, just for point of reference, let me close out all these windows.
All right, so whoever's doing while he's doing that, the strength check for the fingernails, go ahead and give me a strength check. And if Adrian's going to do the medicine check for the heart.
Yeah, and I assumed I would help them so that it went quicker. Because we're probably going to get it.
So
it's just
with
a matter
advantage.
of the amount of time, right?
Yeah, and how many you get. I mean, if you're trying to hack away at them, they're a bit brittle, so they're kind of cracking off. You're only getting chunks of it, little pieces. So you kind of got some fingernail chunks. And the heart is a hit or miss. You are most of the way out with getting the heart before hitting a particularly difficult muscle, and as it rips through, the tip of the knife catches the heart just slightly, and it slowly just deflates and turns into this pile of goo. Just missed.
Is that for both of them?
That was only for one. Try the second one. I'm rolling with disadvantage. It was a 21. The DC was a 22. Second roll is...
Wait, why are you rolling
21.
with disadvantage? I'm curious.
Or with advantage, sorry, with advantage.
Okay.
It was a 10 and then a 21, and then a 12 and a 21. The DC was a 22. He just missed on both of those. That's with the heart.
While they're doing this, could I attempt to cut a coat size pelt off of the
direwolf?
Wolf?
Yeah, you can certainly do that too. Go ahead and give me the medicine on that as well. And you spent about 2 hours hacking away at the finger while they were working on the fingernails. Who's giving me the strength on the fingernails with advantage?
Siddle.
Yes, you're able to hack away the fingernails, and you get 9 out of 10 of them with that.
Nice.
Actually, wait. So 9 out of 10 on one. You're able to get 10 out of 10 on the other. So 19 out of 20.
I assume we put those in the bag of holding.
Yep. So really, really quick. We've already done a pretty thorough job of searching these guys.
Yeah, the one. Oh, go ahead.
I would say, could I search specifically for something that may be a divining rod?
Yeah, go ahead and give me the investigation check. For the hide, you give me the medicine check. Give me with advantage to get a second roll there, Ryan. Read. That'll do it. You were able to get a good piece of the hide off that would be a good coat size without much incident.
Haven't I put in the chat there 19 frost giant fingernails for the pack?
20 investigation. Yeah, so searching through for a divining rod of some type, you don't seem to find anything in particular there. They don't seem to have this divining rod like you found previously with the rod of the frost giants. You find that random collection of stuff as you're digging through it, but nothing specific that seems to be leading them in any direction.
Okay. I'm going to take a real quick bathroom break at that.
Yep, go ahead. Siddle takes a bathroom break. All right. Anything else you guys want to gather from this? Anybody else want anything off the animals?
No, I think we're just going to move southwest at this point, unless...
Okay.
What time of day is it?
Let's see. Between the battle, your travel, let's see, the 2 hours that you took for that, it's around 2 o'clock right now.
Does Adrian know about how far southeast?
It was
he knows it's only about a quarter mile. You guys are moments away for the most part.
We can make that.
I was going to say, and they screamed. So anybody worth a damn is going to know we're coming. Or something has happened.
Yeah, I was debating on if we should go back and come back the next day. Because it doesn't seem like they were after it anyway. But...
yes, reinforcements like a Grudhog. You want to make this another 3-day trip?
Possibly.
Yeah, you guys are 5, maybe 10 minutes away max. Probably 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
we'll
toss my. Hold on. Let me double check. I think I have a healing potion. I'm pretty sure at one point. Yeah. I'm gonna toss my healing potion to Warwick.
Okay. So 2d4 plus 2 for you, Warwick, if you want to take it.
I assume since we took like 2 hours, anybody not doing anything could use their hit dice or anything, right?
Yeah, that's a great point. Warwick, you did not have any play in that, and you guys took 2 to 3 hours to do that during your rest. So anybody that wasn't involved can take a short rest, which means you can roll your hit die if you wanted to add them back in. Could save you the healing potion. Great call.
I'm still gonna leave it with him.
Okay. So you can put it in your inventory, Warwick, but if you want to roll, you have 7 d8s that you can potentially roll to add back into your current hit points.
2, 4. Oh my god.
I mean, you are Evan's brother, so
You can roll multiple of them at a time.
Well,
yeah, it's just d8s. So you
20.
just roll like 5 d8s if you wanted.
If you so Warwick, real quick, a quick lesson. If you go over to the left-hand side, that bar, do you see the little dodecahedron on the bottom?
Yeah, I can hit whatever it is, the D8, the 5,
Yeah,
whatever.
you could hit like 5d8 and just roll all at once if you wanted to. Just
It sums them
just an
up
option.
for you.
I'm not forcing you. Just
I mean, you've already done it, so
yeah, this is just for future, just so you knew. It was a learning opportunity.
I mean, I would be fine using that instead.
I'll give you the first 2 rolls. So you were at 16 plus 8 and 7, so 15. 16, 15, so 31 points back.
Ooh, that'd be nice. I'll take that.
It uses all 7 of your hit dies, though.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Hold on, what happens if I use all 7 though? Doesn't something happen if I use all 7?
Nope, they come back whenever you do a long rest. You could save them and do multiple short rests if you guys were in between, like a long dungeon run or something. But now you just don't have them if you had to do another short rest.
Right. I'm only going to use 1 hit die.
I'm going to use as many as I need to here.
hey,
Oh shoot, I forgot. I got to keep track of healing.
Big dude.
Grizz, you do not immediately receive anything back.
But you did get your 35 points of healing earlier. I forgot. I have to keep track of healing.
Oh yeah.
Griswold's just going to go ahead and walk back to
Nice rolls by Siddle.
around the group.
Keegan, how much healing do you have total? I'm sorry. 31.
Yeah.
And then Grizz.
Plus I had 2 potions, so.
Plus what?
2 healing potions, so it got me back up to 45.
the 31 included your healing potion.
Did it?
Yeah, because you got 15 from your rolling 5d8s, so you got the 8 and the 7.
Yeah.
And then the 2, the 4, and the 4. So that takes you up to 25. And then your first healing, or your second healing potion that I gave you 6 more.
Oh.
So you have 31 plus whatever your initial healing potion gave you.
Okay, so that'd be a 39 then total. Yeah, so 31 total then.
Should we make haste? It seems like we've spent quite a lot of time gaining some fingernails and hides, but I think we should make haste to this rod. Adrian, can you point us in the direction?
Rest of your healing was 25?
Yes.
Okay.
Adrian said it was southwest.
Let's do it.
So this direction.
Okay. So yeah, you guys, as you're sorting this out, continue. I'll walk through. You guys continue to follow the rod and head southwest. He has a pretty good feel, so he only needs to cast it a few more times to kind of ping it up. As you approach, the interesting thing that you find is he's able to pin it down to an area that is completely undisturbed. It is a flat part of ground, similar ruins to what you're seeing right now. And the rod indicates that it is underground somewhere. It is. You reach a point that beneath the snow. It is below your feet. Once again, ruins surround you. There doesn't appear to be anything. It is in a bit of an open area, and it is somewhere directly below you. You see none of the major giant footprints. You actually diverged from them and the wolves a little ways back, so they do not appear to have made their way through here. One of you guys did the general map just because that one doesn't apply.
So it would be in like some type of cavern system or ruin, something like that, beneath us.
Yeah. Yeah. Are we
or potentially just buried. You only know it's below your feet.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna start digging wherever it is. I'll start digging with my.
Do you know about how deep? I'm sorry, I was writing the healing down.
He is able to tell. Let me find out. I imagine you can come up with pretty good accuracy with those rods. I don't know offhand though. 1 second. Just want to make sure I'm getting you a good answer.
Because whenever the fire giants dug it up in Chamb3r, like it was a couple feet down.
Yeah, that hole was 20 to 25 feet down.
A
Yeah.
quick question.
Yep.
My bag of beans.
Yep.
What's about the radius of that there explosion it creates? It says 10-foot radius, but am I able to determine how it would handle ground?
I would give you a straight 10-foot radius depth as well, so a perfect sphere.
I'm gonna pull out the bag of beans and I'm gonna put one bean down in the ground. So that gives us 1 minute to get away from it.
All right.
I'll
Second with that, so the Rod of the Vonendod gives you that acts as a locate object. Locate object. Yeah, it can tell you pretty quickly. So you know it's about 25 to 30 feet down, is what you can tell as he's casting this.
All right. And also, do I know that these beans? I can't remember. Do I know that these beans could potentially spawn other things, or is that too meta?
No, you would know. Whenever you attune to these,
Okay.
you have a pretty good feel for what they do. Now, be aware that if you dump the bag's contents on the ground, they explode in a 10-foot radius. But if you plant them, they work out. So technically, I had previously assumed that meant if you dump them all out, but there's no reason you can dump a single content on the ground. Instead of planting it, you just dump it out and it explodes. So yeah, I would let you handle it that way, that you could utilize one for an explosion.
Okay. All right. I didn't know if I
You're
had to
not
roll the
watering
D1 or not. No, I'm not watering. If I
Yeah,
can
it's only
just
if you
dump
wanted
it
to
out.
plant it and water it. If you're looking to dump it, basically, I'm assuming you're kind of tossing it up in the air and running. So you
Yeah.
don't have 1 minute for the explosion.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let everyone know to back up about 20 feet. Seeing as I'm letting people get back. Everyone back up about 30 feet.
I'm backing up 40, just,
I tried to give it that engineering, like 50%. As everyone backs up, I'm gonna toss it in the air and run back.
All right, and you managed to get out of there safely without incident. And as it hit, kicking up dirt, just exploding, creating a grenade-like effect. And you come back and look, and there's about an 8 to 10 foot deep hole with a 10-foot radius right where that rod was.
All right, guys, you want me to throw another one, or Do you want to risk it or not risk it and dig by hand? The ground should
How
be
long
pretty
does
malleable 10 feet down. It should still be pretty soft. The initial ground would have probably been hard because of
how
the
long will it take
temperature.
us to dig 10 feet down?
You guys don't have any shovels or anything? Is there anything you have that could potentially dig?
I have one shovel and one pickaxe.
We
I
have
have
Frank.
crowbar.
All right, you got a shovel, a pickaxe, and a crowbar. Um,
Does Frank count as something that can dig?
Adrian can transform into a badger.
that's what I was
Yeah,
looking for. What he's got
and-
access to
and
here.
Frank.
Uh,
Yeah.
I got a beehive.
Yeah, beehive.
You know
Where
what I
does
was
he
thinking?
keep
I
his?
think certain spells use honeycomb.
Well, I got it if anyone needs it.
Man, I'm pretty sure there are like bees that live underground, right? Can't we do that? 'Cause it's
Yeah, those are called
mhm.
wasps, Egan, and we don't fuck with them.
Or hornets. There's ground hornets as well.
Oh,
So 1 second, I'm just checking what Adrian could go with here. See if he had anything else of interest.
Can he become Diglett?
Dig Dug.
Yeah, I was thinking Diglett dig. Diglett
Yeah,
dig. So
Diglett from Pokemon.
Pokemans, yep.
So with the shovels that you have, by the way, it would take to dig another. You're 10 feet now. It's at least another 15 feet down. Dig a 15-foot hole. You guys, amongst a couple of you with Frank digging, you're probably looking at 4 hours to dig it.
toss a
And
bean.
Only 2.
And then we may not even be able to carry it. Do you remember how big those other ones were?
Yes. Are we going to try to call upon Gnawbone again? Because
I
at
think we're
least we
too
would
far
know.
south for Nullborough.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're out
I
of
understand
territory.
it's outside of his territory, but knowing that the Vonendod would be protected by him, he might be inclined to take the risk. I
Talk
No,
to
mean,
there's no
Sybil.
way he's going outside of his grounds.
We could try. We could try to get a hold of another dragon.
do we know if any? Do we
We could ask him
know
if
of
he
any?
knows anyone.
I was thinking.
They're pretty territorial. I doubt he'd. I don't know if he'd say. I mean, hey, it's worth a shot. I don't know.
I mean, do you know any other dragons offhand?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think we're gonna be able to call another dragon other than Gnawbone.
Do you guys remember we did have that dream about that dragon? That might be enough for Siddle to get a message if that dragon were real.
You
Interesting.
do you.
You guys
You
keep
do
talking
you.
about this dream.
You were definitely there for the dragon.
I was not.
Okay, out of character real quick. I don't think I was I?
You were.
Yeah, you were there for it because we got
mm,
to Tribor, and it was demolished. You were there for the dragon part, but not for Phandalin.
No, because the dragon was right after we. The dragon happened. I thought right after we got to that mill or something. Right?
Yeah.
It happened after the mill.
Moog's
we-
windmill.
was I think Rusty might have been out of town for that. I have to check my notes again here.
But I meant his character was at Arid.
When was his
Character
character?
was
That's what I'm trying to remember. Was your character in that, Siddle?
It was.
I don't know.
Aaron part of the dream though.
Were you? Did you fight that battle?
He did not. He wasn't there. He was out of
Oh,
town.
Am I remembering this wrong? I thought Arid was part of the dream because I thought that
then
was.
yeah, Siddle was not then. If he was out of town, he wasn't there. So Siddle does not recall that dream.
Okay.
No, Theo
He-
doesn't drink.
but he was there for the second part of the dream.
I
So
also
2 separate
don't-
events occurred.
I also don't know if we want to risk bringing a dragon here and having to fight the fucking thing.
Um. So, guys, as Adrian, I can turn into a giant weasel and dig a pretty good hole. I wouldn't be able to clear out this area sufficiently, but I could get down there and figure out what's going on.
Can't we just toss a bean? Another one?
You can also toss a bean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't want to
A,
risk
there's no
damage.
way we're going to damage the damn thing. And B, even if it does, I mean, we've already kind of decided this thing's too powerful for anyone, including ourselves. So if we fuck it up, fuck it. Right?
I'm going to toss the bean up in my hand.
It lands back on his hand and blows up. No?
Nope, all
Play
good.
with it in my hand, essentially.
It is safe within his hand.
That'd be sweet.
Or like shake it like a die, if you will.
That'd
Or a
be-
dice. Dice.
That would be something.
And Adrian looks a little nervous as you're doing this. He's kind of giving big eyes looking at you.
See the giant weasel yet?
No.
You guys tossing the bean then?
I'm going to look at Adrian and ask him how long it would take him to get down and see.
I would say 20 minutes for him to dig a small tunnel to get down there.
I think we're missing the point, though. Even if we get to this thing, what are we going to do?
I mean, we've already done half the work.
Well,
we can't-
you threw a bean. I think we can cover this shit back up until we figure something out. But for right now, we don't have a plan.
Well, we can't pick it up, right? Because it's that big. I couldn't remember.
You don't know how big this piece was. Some of the last ones were quite large, but
They
this one in
were a
particular,
couple
you're
hundred
not sure of.
pounds, right?
Yeah, they were 300 or 400 pounds.
Yeah.
They were 10 feet long. I mean, they were
We
big
had to
guys.
get like a cart to carry them. We couldn't get them ourselves.
And we
Something
couldn't.
we can stuff in the bag of holding or no?
Definitely not.
No, it wasn't large enough.
We're only, what, 2 hours out of the
Luskin.
town?
Yeah, about that. 2 hours out of town.
We could definitely go back to town and come back. I'm just saying, we don't want to dig this up and just leave it here.
And what if we had potions that made us stronger than we usually are that we can make more of?
I
If
do
that were
have
the
those
case, you could
potions,
carry it.
But, I mean, where are we going to
We-
take it for now?
We have other business as well. I mean, we are forgetting the DS Society, but Siddle, I mean, what do you want to do with this? We have the Von and Dodd here. We have DS Society. We have too much shit that's going on. What do we want to do with this, Rod? Because I think we're wasting a lot of time.
I don't think we can do anything with it now. I say we cover it up, go back into town, come up with a game plan.
I say we contact the dragon, see if he knows anybody that would be willing.
Or we could
We're
let
already
the
here.
Lord's Alliance know that it's here and meet them out here. They would have means
That's
of carrying it and protecting it.
That does not sound like a bad idea. I'm sure that Sildar would be very happy to hear that, and that we've also slain some frost giants along the way, and maybe some compensation or other items for the group might be along that line. So maybe not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Either way,
Send someone else across to-
either way, we're covering this up and coming back, and I'm gonna walk over and start to cover it up.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a nature check on how well you hide it.
I'll start covering it back up because Griswold's getting impatient. You said
With
nature check?
with advantage. Give me one of you with a nature with advantage. Amrook went first, so a 13 to hide it. All right. I think I'm looking. It looks like the air is disturbed a little bit, but nothing too significant.
Siddle, do you want to send a message to Sildar? Let him know that where we've traveled and that we've not only slain some frost giants, but we found some valuable information as well as uncovered another piece of the Bodendod, and that we
We
need
go
some
back to
men to meet
town.
us in Luskin.
How about we go back to town and then do that, just so that I can conserve a little bit of magic here.
Just in case. Gotcha.
Yeah, in case we run into anything on the way back.
Not a bad idea.
Not that I really have a dog in this fight, but do you really believe that us covering this up is really going to not cause
Probably,
attention to
probably
be
not. It probably is not going to help, but if the
so?
frost giants are as dumb as they are, then maybe they weren't looking for it, but it'll at least take them a little bit longer to dig up.
My thought
But it's
here,
probably not going to help.
my thought here is we act like we set up camp, put a lot of footsteps around here to make it look like we simply stayed here instead of just covering something.
Yeah, I like it.
So that way it may be disturbed, but it looks like we stayed here. Someone stayed here.
Let's build a little fire just to let some stuff smolder, extinguish it.
What if we put the frost giants over here?
Oh, good idea.
They're pretty heavy. It would take us a good couple hours to drag their bodies over here.
But what about the one dire wolf I didn't cut to pieces?
Yeah, how long would it
Cut
really
to
take all of us a
pieces.
couple of hours?
Well,
For the storm or frost giants, yes, they're about 700 pounds. The winter wolves are much smaller, probably a couple 150, 200. They could be drug over, yeah, probably less than an hour between getting back there and dragging them over amongst a couple of you within the group.
I like how we were like, the piece of the Vonendot's too heavy to carry back, but let's grab one of those giants and bring them over here.
Well, I figured, like maybe I'm not gonna help because I'm
All right,
2 foot tall.
Griswold's gonna start
The
walking
strength
over
of like
just to
an
get some of
8-year-old.
those dire wolves and bringing them back. So whoever wants to
Okay.
join can join.
I'm gonna walk around the quote unquote campsite until he gets back. So just creating footsteps and putting stakes in the ground to make it look like we've stayed here.
Very nice. And so as you guys do so, you manage to create a pretty deceptive trail. It does appear at the end of the day that this was a heavily used campsite with maybe a very large fire in the center at one point, in which the snow had melted in a 10-foot square. So it looks like you guys are just pyromaniacs more than anything else. But overall, the site is now very well disguised. It is not like a hole was being dug, but instead a campsite that was stayed at.
So
We
we're
gonna
going
head
to make
back?
our way back to Luskin then, and then send that message to Sildar.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy with our progress.
Okay. So you guys are start making your way back?
Yeah.
All right. And as you guys do following your trail, Adrian has a pretty good feel for the way you came. You guys make it back to Luskin without incident. It takes you, a better part of an hour and a half to get back with travel and everything else. But you managed to get back before dark.
Are we gonna go back to the same place we were at?
The hissing minotaur.
Okay, you guys are heading to the Hissing Minotaur then?
Yeah, probably not a bad idea. And then we can see if that dude has actually come through on his promise. Let us know if anybody's arrived, right?
That dude that I tried to
Yeah.
steal his house.
Shepherd.
Yeah.
Shepherd.
He didn't
Wait.
care about his name, he cared about the house.
What was that Aiden Shepherd, if I recall?
Mr. Deed.
All right. So you guys make it back to the Hissing Minotaur. Again, we're behind the counter, the very recognizable woman now that you saw before. The stuffed Minotaur over in the corner, now still very still and unmoving in its stoic pose once again. And then the place is otherwise fairly empty. You see a couple that same couple that was fighting and then snuggling on the couch the other day has just made their way past you and outside. They seem to be going out into the town for the night, but otherwise the place is empty. Uh, and she welcomes you back in. Ah, there you are. Welcome back. Welcome back. I trust you had a nice day out in town, seeing the sights, and you weren't murdered, so that's always good.
Can we can we have a round of ales from Tribor, please? And I'll yeah, wait for those.
Yes, absolutely. I'll be right back with the Stonehill brew. She's gonna go back in the back and come back quickly with a round of ale for each of you. Extra large size for you, Grizz, as you've become used to.
And I I think that's what time? What time was it that we were back?
You guys are back before dark. It's maybe 6:37 or so. It's not quite dark yet, but it is. The sun's pretty low on the horizon.
Are we looking to get some food as well?
We probably should.
I'd like some food. I'm not sure about my colleagues here, but I'm quite famished.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. Would you like one of those specials that we had for you the other day, or would you like something new? You know what? I'm gonna bring you the special. All good.
Works for me.
At which
Siddle,
point she disappears in the back.
Siddle, what do you think about that message?
Yeah, I'll send a message.
I'm gonna pee real quick. Keep going.
Do we have any sort of like coordinates or anything we could send to Sildar?
Yeah, you don't from the map you get a pretty good feel. You could, I mean, you know mileage at this point, so you can kind of give a mileage direction. So far south, so far east of the city.
So I'm gonna just put X's in here just as a filler.
Yeah. And while you're doing that, she brings out some pickled salmon and with watercress. Puts it in front of each of you. It actually looks fairly decent considering this town and this inn.
So what do you guys think? Should we ask Sildar to send the Lord's Alliance to secure this piece, or
Well, I'd like to say that we'd meet him there, but that kind of depends on our what's going on here.
yes, it does. Should I just tell him look for campsite?
Sounds good to me.
All right, that's my message I'm sending to Sildar.
Okay. And you guys begin eating while you send this. All pretty good. Another couple rounds come through. Anything else that you wanted to do over the course of the night? Then, as you're finishing up and discussing what your plans are next, you still have plenty of time left in the day, in the evening, should you want it.
Maybe a couple of us should head over to the Sleeping Swallow just in case they are there. Siddle, maybe you should hang back though.
Good call. Yeah.
Probably at least the one of us that can send a message from a distance should go, and maybe somebody else that's rather sneaky.
So I did hear back from Sildar. Apparently, this is the first we've told him of the Vanandad, but Says that it appears we've learned much in our travels. They're going to find it and secure it for us.
Awesome. So once we go to Port Last, I'll certainly request a sending stone from the Lord's Alliance. I don't know if they have such pieces, but it would be nice.
I'll join whoever wants to go to the Swallow.
Yeah, who's heading over there?
If you don't need me, I'll stay here and have a couple of ales.
Or are we going to try to steal someone's house from here?
Oh, we lost Keegs.
Oh, yep.
We had to go.
Kiddo.
Oh,
Sick kiddo.
real second. Oh, I missed that. Missed a couple messages there. Ah, poor guy. All right. In that case, Warwick. Yeah, actually, I think I will try to gather a house or two while we're there. He's gonna look at Adrian, or just have a drink.
That's myself, Warwick, and
If Grizz is staying, I should probably go with you.
All right, Althea, are you coming? Adam's gonna stay behind. What's that?
I'll go.
All right, Grizz, Adrian. You know what? That Althea's going. I think I'm gonna stay.
was that Warwick or Adrian?
That is Warwick. Warwick is gonna stay, mostly because he's not here. Well, we'll just make it easy, and he stays behind. So Amrook, Reed, Althea, and who am I missing? Siddle. Which way are you heading? You heading to the Swallow or the staying back for the night? Or other?
In case the people who want to meet dead are there.
All right. So heading back to the Swallow. It's a little bit quieter tonight when you go in. It's not nearly as packed. Once again, you are all eyes as you guys come in. However, with no Frank, no Goliath at your toe. You guys are a little bit more localized. A halfling, elf, and dwarf fit in a little bit better here. You guys have had a heck of a day, so you're a bit dirtier, a bit grungy as you pop into this place. So you fit in a little bit better. Once again, behind the bar, you see the same dark-skinned, elder, mature woman that you saw previously with the scars, and she glances over and kind of gives a small smirk, and then not seeing Warwick gives a bit of a scowl, and remembering that you guys stood her up the other night. Warwick stood her up.
Yeah.
Warwick stood her up. But as you guys come in, she's gonna come over to the bar. What can I get you?
Just around, and I'll throw her 1 gold piece.
All right. By the way, you guys have not been charged yet, but she was just throwing that on your tab over at the Grizz, over where you guys are at the Hissing Minotaur. All right. And with a gold piece that you toss her, she's gonna come back with 3 beers for each, or a beer for each of you, and let you know, 2 more ales each on you. Coming. What else can I get you?
Make it 1 more, and you can keep the rest.
She's gonna give you a little wink and give you a nod. Appreciated.
As we
No worries.
look around, do we see the gentleman we're looking for that Siddle has described to us?
Give me a perception check.
Can I assist him with?
You can. Yeah, you're looking as well. So you can either roll separately or give the advantage, and he already rolled for advantage. So we'll just go ahead and take that with a 19. Looking around, you've got a pretty good feel for the place, and there is nobody close to matching that description at this particular time that you can tell. And as you guys have now kind of settled in, have a drink, the eyes slowly start to glance away from you, and you guys, you're kind of becoming old news at this point. You still get a few glances now and then. Seem to be looking towards your pocketbooks more than anything else. But otherwise, you guys are starting to blend in a little bit to the town.
Aye, we can continue drinking here or head back. If we stay here, there's a chance they might stroll in.
Do
For
you
a
want to
little
finish
longer.
our second ales and see if take our time on the second one, see if they show up?
It sounds like a plan.
Okay, you guys doing anything else while you're just looking around?
Just keeping an eye on my coin purse, making sure
Is
nobody
there
sneaks
anybody
behind
gambling?
me.
Doesn't appear to be any gambling in here. Mostly it is just patrons just chatting. You see, appears to be a lot of working folk, a lot of dock hands, particularly in this area. Stronger guys that have with a very tough skin, dried after many years. Mostly just talking in this here. You hear them all shooting the shit.
Just gonna drink in the bar, I think, and watch our coin purses, if you will.
Okay. With that perception check as well, so you do not see the guys that you're looking for. You do catch a few conversations, though. You hear one in particular. No, you hear one relatively close to you, chatting about their bosses, just saying he's getting on you. The amount of loads they got taken off the docks these days is through the roof. It's insane. His back hurts like hell. They're slave drivers, and we don't have enough men. They should be hiring more. They're trying to pinch every penny they can. Just usual grunt work conversation. You also hear another conversation ongoing. Appears to be a ship that was lost at sea not long ago. Says it's happening more and more. Was due in. He was pretty happy about it though. Gave him the afternoon off, a few hours free when he would have been unloading that ship. You hear another one telling the tale of the woman he picked up at another pub the other night. Brought her home. And then she tried to charge him some money, didn't want to pay, slapped him, but he said it was worth it. And just stuff like that. You just hear the various conversations throughout the bar.
We could
And at
always
second
hire
point, you're
that woman to head over to Warwick's quarters for the night.
You probably try to steal her house or wherever she's staying.
meanwhile, you guys have gotten the second drink, finishing that up.
I'm going to inquire for what was if the one ship hand knew what they were going to be undocking.
What do you mean that was for the one that didn't show up, or the one that was doing too much labor?
The one that didn't show up.
Okay.
If
You
he
can make your way
knew,
over.
if he knew what was being unloaded.
Okay. Yeah, making me over the table. The gentleman that was talking appears to be a male half elf, quite large, very tall, short red hair, dark green eyes. It seems to be talking a big game. You start to hear some slurring in his voice. He's been pounding the ale. In the time that you went through two of them, he's gone through almost four. So he's really getting loud and obnoxious at this point. So as you ask about it, I don't know what it was. I think lumber maybe. No, that wasn't it. That ship that was coming in. I think it was coal coming up. Coal coming over from the Moonsea Islands, or something like that. It was nothing I wanted to move, that's for sure.
You know who was manning the ship?
Oh, who was that? That was you know what? That was 1 second. Where are you? Yeah, that was Gedai's ship. That's Geddaye. He was coming up from the south. I think he was down in Thornhold last I heard, coming up from the Red Rocks.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Any word on whether he had some unlisted cargo on there?
Enlisted cargo. Yeah, they
Uh,
always seem to have something, but nothing that I was aware of.
do you
It
unload
was a
his
shame.
ships often?
I do probably once every 3 to 4 weeks he comes in.
So it seems like you'd know what was undocumented, huh?
I just moved the crates, fella.
That's what they all say, isn't it?
It is what they say. We keep our heads down. I wouldn't say I wouldn't try to slide some little something in my pocket if I had found it, but it nothing I would throw in. It's
Well,
not worth my job these days. They keep a pretty close eye on us down at the docks.
yeah, but I'm sure over the years you've gotten pretty good at sliding things in your pockets, your coat sleeves. I mean, how much have you taken? And I'm sure you've heard what was being brought in, and if it would be worth taking or even possible to take. So, how about 5 gold pieces?
Give me a persuasion check.
Close that on my character sheet.
All right. He's gonna put his ale down. Listen, fella. I don't appreciate you accusing me of nothing like that. But I know a thing or two. I know who tries to slide things into ports and who doesn't. And I do keep my head down. I can tell you that, G'day, he's a good man. He brings a few things in for his own, typically for his mistresses, but nothing worth stealing on my part, and so I keep my distance. I'll tell you, there have been a lot of ships that have been taken or stolen recently. This one didn't have anything worthwhile on it. And the way I hear it, from those that were off in the distance and could see, ship just went right down to the bottom. It wasn't looted, it wasn't stolen, it was just plain sunk. There was
Uh,
nothing anyone seemed to want on that one.
Never said I thought you'd have a fast hand, but I'm glad.
All right.
I would never accuse you of anything, but I mean, every man has his quota, and
True
skim,
that. He's gonna raise his mug to you now.
skimming some off the top. Sure, we've all done it. Definitely not one to
Looks around.
stab and check
He's gonna
that
give you a little
box.
nod.
And appreciate the conversation. I think I have. I'm gonna give him 6 gold.
You're a good man. He's gonna take it and immediately pocket it, and he's keeping his hand close to it. You kind of see him reaching for a dagger at his belt too, and keeping his hand on that. You're not going out there, are you?
Uh, Going out where?
Out to sea.
With these little legs, I doubt I'd be going anywhere on the water.
Yeah. Well, for a man loose with his pocketbook, I'll warn you, I wouldn't be caught dead on the seas these days. Too many threats. Wouldn't want to see you suffer the same fate. So fate is old G'day. There's
Who's
things that I don't trust out there.
in what don't you trust? People, creatures?
Yes to all. I'm sure you've heard many of the tales of taking down ships recently. It's not a pretty sight out there. More ships than I've ever heard of in my lifetime.
There's a certain time this occurs.
No, it seems to be random locations and random times. No one can quite pin it down. They just go down.
It's indiscriminate, huh?
Seems to be.
Well,
Of course,
me,
depends who you're asking and what the sources are. A lot of rumors going around.
yeah. Well, don't think we'll have anything else to discuss. I appreciate
Oh,
your
good.
help.
You take it easy.
Yeah, keep your
And
fingers sly.
as you're walking away, you hear his buddy just kind of reach over and slap him. He goes, The hell are you doing telling tales for? These foreigners are gonna believe it. I'm telling you, man, it's out there. You're drunk off your ass again. There's no way it's out there. I'm telling you, they heard there were tentacles that came up and ripped the ship to the bottom of the sea. You're full of shite. They're seeing smoke. It was probably those frost giants coming in again. You've seen them, how large they are. They come from the ocean now. I don't know about that. You're full of it. And you hear this conversation back and forth before they phase out and start talking about something else.
As I sit down back at the bar, I let Hamrook and Althea know that frost giants are probably on the sea as well.
Pretty sure we're getting
Okay.
surrounded by them.
What's that?
I'm pretty sure we're being surrounded by them.
They seem to be around.
Did
All right. You guys finish up your second ale? What do you want to do?
did Adrian go to the slippery swallow or whatever it was, or is he still
Nope.
back?
Adrian stayed behind with you. Grizz, Adrian, Frank, Warwick, and yourself. You guys are all
Okay.
back at the Hissing Minotaur. And while you guys are finishing up your second drink at the Sleeping Swallow, anything that you guys wanted to do at the Hissing Minotaur? You've got some
I just
downtime for rest,
kinda-
concentration, anything else?
kind of realized it would be a little bit meta gamey since I wasn't necessarily supposed to hear that, but to ask Adrian to see if the divining rods give any or dowsing rods or whatever give any hits in Luskin for the Vonadad parts.
So I will say, remember, it reaches 10 miles, and you guys were only a mile or two outside the city when you pinged it last time.
Okay, duh. Gotcha.
So you would have been able to capture the majority of Luskin, and you also did run it when it was about 10 miles outside the city the first time whenever you were on the river. So you guys have captured now a pretty good 20-mile radius to the east and south of 20-mile radius to the east and south of Luskin. 20 miles east, 12 to 15, 13 miles south. You're getting a pretty good perimeter, and 8 miles north.
Cool.
Griswold's just gonna head back up to his room with Frank. Well,
Okay.
what's the tab with what's her face with the barkeep?
Yeah, with everything included, you guys got by the end of the night, assuming you guys had a few more rounds going onward. Plus, you guys had the full dinner, so she's bringing the whole tab over to you as she does so for the entirety of the party, all seven of you. And she threw a little something in there for Frank as well while he was hanging out next to you, not realizing that he doesn't eat. She looked down, thought he looked hungry, so she brought him out a little something. Considering all that, you guys you did 2 silver, 6 silver. Yeah, you guys did about a gold piece and 4 silvers.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'll hand her. Actually, I'll hand her 3 gold just to keep her perky and happy. And Griswold's gonna nod to her and head back up to his room with Frank.
Okay.
Actually, Frank's gonna stay downstairs.
Okay. And it's pretty quiet downstairs. You guys are just hanging out, having a drink. Once again, the fire's lit and kind of crackling on the side. A few people in and out, but no one in particular, no one of noteworthiness. It is pretty quiet. Those of you at the Sleeping Swallow, you guys finish your second drink. You said you're heading over to. You want to head somewhere else?
Head back to the Hissing Minotaur.
You're heading back to the Hissing Minotaur?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So you guys head back and basically call it a night. Is there anything you want to do before a long rest, just to expedite things? Feel free. Don't let me rush you. You can feel free to stay out. It's still only about 9 o'clock, but.
Is Siddle still awake when we get back?
Yep.
I'm just gonna. Amrook will kind of look around, make sure nobody's walking or watching, and saunter over to Siddle. And Siddle, do you have a moment?
Frank's gonna be attentive to just around the group. by the way, because Frank can understand all this shit.
I'm gonna start
so-
playing with Frank as
He's laying
he
there.
approaches.
Just laying there.
So Amrook, you do see Amrook or Frank just laying there.
Okay.
He's not chilling.
Cyril, do you have a moment?
Yeah, I do. You ever get the feeling that Tiger's spying on us, though?
All the fucking time.
I'm gonna sit on Frank's back and scratch behind his ears.
Frank's gonna look up and like kind of like shake off, try to shake him off a little bit. Not like ferociously, but kind of like, all right, dude, what the fuck you doing?
But in any case, what can I do for you?
So you're watching it as you guys are chatting. You look over and Reed's trying to grip onto Frank and scratch behind his ears. Frank's kind of bucking all around and squirming, and Reed's just holding on tighter to the hair.
Awesome.
Not distracting at all.
No.
Griswold's gonna come downstairs.
I'm gonna like rodeo wave like as I'm holding on to Frank.
Frank, if you're gonna run him out in the yard and do whatever, by all means, just do whatever you need to do. And is there a door open?
It's not open, but it could be pushed open. I mean, it doesn't really latch shut.
Frank's bolting out the door, and he's gonna give Reed the fucking ride of his life.
Do I have time to react as he's running at the door?
As he pops up, yeah, I would say you have time to react.
All right. I'm going to attempt to jump off and throw ball bearings in front of Frank.
All right, give me a dexterity check for the leap off and the reaction.
Does Griswold have time to react before he throws ball bearings?
No, I would say your signal of doing that. You kind of reacted. Frank popped up and started running. Reed is reacting. You see him start to leap off. I will say that you were able to successfully leap off and grab your ball bearings to throw. And if you're tossing them, give me a general dexterity check and another one just for that. And let's see how accurate you are getting them out. You see him throwing these, Grizz, so you don't have time to react, but you can immediately react as he's throwing them. So you're doing something while he's tossing them out.
If I were to tell Frank, like, hey, you should probably just, like, stop there or jump, would Frank understand that in time?
Yeah, I would say that he understands it in time. And so he's running to the door. Reed tosses out the ball bearings. And Frank comes to an immediate stop. As he does so, the ball bearings under his feet catch with the strategic placement.
Can he jump instead of like just stopping?
So,
like,
so
does he
he's
have
got
time
a
to
ball
react?
bearing under his paw, and you want him to jump.
Well, are they already? Is it already under him?
Well,
So he's like screwed either way?
Reed was throwing it as you're giving this command. So, it takes a second for the ball bearings to reach and a second for Frank to react. So the ball bearings are kind of flying out there, hitting the floor as Frank hears you, prepares to stop and jump. Because you gave both commands, stop and jump.
Well, all right, just fuck it. Frank's gonna keep running and run into something, so that's fine. Griswold's gonna, yeah, all right, that's fine. So go ahead, let Frank run into something. This is Griswold's definitely gonna get his revenge on this one for sure.
So,
There's a lot of
he attempts to
revenge
stop and
you
jump. He steps on the ball bearings and is able to is able to leap. He rides the ball bearings out for about 3 feet, staying on his foot, adjusting with his dexterity before he manages to jump up into the door and kind of bounce off of it, like off the wall, and come back, maintaining on his feet though. That was a nice roll of dexterity by Grizz or by Frank.
I'm gonna look at Frank in the eyes, and just smile and grab the ball bearings.
You're able to recover all the ball bearings.
And I look at Grizz and say, he's finally learning. If only you would do the same.
Does Warwick see this too?
Warwick has and Adrian have meandered off. It was just Reed, Frank, Amrook, and Fiddle down there now.
I'm just gonna go up to Reed and say, "You'll learn soon enough, little one. You'll learn soon enough." And I'm just gonna go up to my room.
If
Frank
you
coming
think
with
as,
you or staying down?
No, he'll come up with me.
if you
Okay.
think as well as you swing, I'm not too worried.
That's all right. That's all right. When you guys get hit by things, then that's okay. If Griswold's just gonna walk up to his room and not say anything, that's all right.
So Amrook and Siddle, you've just been watching this whole display play out in front of you, starting with Reed jumping on Frank's back.
You know, I was trying to
I'm
be
just-
conspicuous, but holy shit, what the fuck was all that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with pretend I don't know them kind of mantra there.
It's a little harder in such a confined space, but that's typically what I try and do. And then I'll lean in closer to Siddle and just kind of look around, make sure nobody's trying to eavesdrop. And Siddle,
Yeah, and you guys are the only ones in the room besides Reed. Where are you at? You're still in the vicinity.
Oh, I'm just vibing. I'm not even attempting to listen.
All right, I'm done interrupting.
no, you're okay. That thing you can do where you send people messages. Do you have any left
Yeah.
that you could send for today?
Yeah, I could send one more today. What'd you need?
Just lower your voice a little bit for me. Siddle, I can trust you, right?
You betcha.
All right, I thought so, and I'll look around the room just to make sure nobody else is watching. And Siddle, I need you as a friend to send a message for me, and I need you not to tell everybody else. I need you
Sure
to
thing.
I need you to get a message off to Gundren for me. Do you remember Gundren?
I do, and Gundren should remember me, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue getting the message out.
I don't like to dictate exactly what you send because I don't know how all that magic stuff works, but I need you to ask him about the dicks and their whereabouts. I mean, wait, you're breaking it. Come on.
Sorry.
I need you to ask him about the dicks for me and their whereabouts as well as any activity they've had lately.
I know I'm not listening, but do I hear the dicks?
You only hear them chatting about dicks over there.
I'm just gonna look over inquisitively.
I'll see him look inquisitive, and I'll get a little quieter as I whisper into Siddle's ear about dicks.
I want to make sure that I make that clear to Gundren that that is Amrook's request.
Oh, trust me, he'll know. And Siddle, I'm not trying to do anything shady, just so you know. I just want to keep it between us. A little secret amongst friends.
Hey, what you and Gundren want to talk about with your dicks? That's really none of my business. I'm just the middleman here.
Nothing
Oh,
worse than being the middleman between dicks.
I believe they call that an Eiffel Tower.
Uh,
I've just seen GFM is typing start and stop about 9 times throughout the course.
what do you respond to that? I gotta glance this a little bit more here before
All I
before
have
I
to say
officially.
is you're welcome.
Gundren replies,
You've been thinking about that since Xanthar's Keep, by the way.
I figured. I got seconds to respond here.
Take your time. You could even tell us next time. It's not a big
Yeah,
deal.
let me send that to you in the. I'll reply in the offshoot.
I was
Okay.
gonna say you got dicks on the mind.
I mean, who doesn't? Am I right, Ash?
Don't look at me.
Where's Warwick?
He's gonna be so upset he missed this. Dildo too. Where's Dildo when you need him?
Right? Oh.
Where's Drew?
Uh,
That's the real question.
R.I.P. Drew.
So you will retroactively receive a well, rest in peace, Troop. You will retroactively receive a response to that one for next time. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to accomplish before the night ends and you prepare for a long rest?
Cyril, do you think you could teach me how to do a magic trick?
Oh, I'm sure you could. I'm sure I could teach you something. What'd you have in mind? Anything in particular?
I mean, honestly, I'm not very proficient, so it would have to be something easy. And I don't even know if it would work tonight, but we could work on it over our travels, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
So I tell you what, why don't we take tonight, think about the conversation we had about the dicks, and you can decide what you want to teach me later about it.
Sounds great.
That's it for me. Just wanted to talk about dicks and magic tricks in the same conversations.
Unlike dicks
right.
and tricks.
So I suggested as the night is winding down, then we pause there. We'll pick up with this next time. Once everyone's here, we can handle the balance of the night. Anything else that anybody wants to do before the long rest. So we are pausing before the long rest.
Could also utilize the campfire chat.
Yep. Feel free to have any chat that you want. You know, you guys have some evening here to discuss while you're waiting around the inn. And what you guys want to do while you're waiting. I mean, essentially, you have time. You are in a waiting pattern right now. So how do you guys want to go about it while you're waiting for this presence? And we will pick up there. If all goes well, I'm going to try and throw out a D&D short for this week to prep for next week's special on-site session. If we can make one happen, fantastic. If not, that's fine too. But next week will be the extra long session. Yes, that was carrying on the end of the conversation there. So we should be going a good 8 hours or so, which will be phenomenal. And we'll discuss the details after we come off here. But looking forward to the first on-site that we've had since starting these recordings, and I can't wait.
Is it the extra long
Absolutely.
session about the dicks?
Yes, that
Yeah.
is extra long.
Extra
Should be
long dicks.
fairly active.
Active long dicks. Got it.
A lot of activity. Should be fairly fairly active.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you for Echo Chamber, the short this week, and then next week for the in-person. We will be live. Haven't figured out cameras yet, but we'll be there.